Back up and running. Let's get gunning. Alright, sorry about that, guys, but such is the nature of the game. So we've resumed back in group play, and we're gonna patch the Discord back in and get back on the road.
But I mean, I can understand it from a certain perspective because they want to like change the way that you do things. Like in Diablo 2, it's all about managing your resources so that you can use your main ability in repetition. Well, I mean, it's basically giving you a way to manage your resources, but at the same time, though, I think they don't realize that they're kind of taking away from the fun of managing your resources. You know, like getting something like a freaking, like meditation pole arm or getting enough mana and running your warmth and all that other stuff tends to be really cool. Like, just in general, as like a character, you know, you've built your character correctly and you got everything right. I don't know about this one so much as like the resource generator. Kind of mana. None of them are really all that amazing. Like a lot of them just feel like a like a Disney movie. Like you're over here like, get on the railroad. That's straight from a cartoon back.
Out of mana once again.
If you're wondering which one, I'm pretty sure it's the one with the rooster. The rooster and the dog. And the chicken halt.
I lack the needed.
Chicken halt. I love the chicken halt.
I'm a chicken house.
I'm
gonna get me a chicken.
Well, that's happening.
What's up?
Oh, such an initial plan.
What's up?
Oh, I was specifically talking about the rendition that I was doing, Troy. There was a cartoon, I can't remember the name of the cartoon for some reason. I can't remember. I know he's a rooster. What's his name? A rooster. The big old fat rooster that would beat up the dog.
Out of mana once again.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, there was one of the cartoons, literally the guy's doing something. I can't remember what he was doing. Some sort of work. And he's like half singing the song and half humming the song. And it's part of the cartoon. He's like,
Out of mana.
And he's not actually singing it so much, he's just kind of like singing it, like it's a little strange. Foghorn. Sounds about right.
What class are we all playing?
I'm messing around with the Necromancer, checking out the changes.
Sorcerer over here.
Sorcerer.
I lack the needed mana.
I've been told by Meow that the Sorcerer has been steadily nerfed into the dirt.
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Quite a few of the abilities that you were OP last beta are like just garbage now.
I'm realizing survivability is kind of difficult. Yeah?
Oh yes, they nerfed the crap out of the Sorceress. You can blame that on the Barbarian.
Should I play Barb again?
The Barbarian got survivability increases.
Maybe I should play Barb next. Just see what that is like.
Yeah, so what happened last beta was the Barbarian was so weak that he was literally getting out-tanked by the Sorcerers without tanking. And so what happened was everybody complained that the Barbarian was so weak, and everybody complained about it so much that they even compared it to the Sorceress, and they're like, we can't believe the Sorceress is tankier than the Barbarian, who's literally a melee class. That doesn't make any sense. And so literally they took a look at it and they're like, yeah, the sorceress is way too tanky, and they nerfed the crap out of her. And now she's a glass cannon. And the barbarian got a bunch of buffs to his overall tankiness at earlier levels. They didn't really change his tankiness though. Like a lot of his skills that made him tanky actually got nerfed, but they did like a flat bonus to him, so it was interesting. Like he's basically just more tanky like right now.
Well, I suppose good option to play next test that out, because I did play a bit of the barbarian, the limited bit I did play before.
Iron Skin got skin. Iron Skin looks like it's actually
Low
tankier
on
now.
precious mana.
Iron Skin's almost mandatory on the barbarian before. I don't know if it's gonna be mandatory this time, but it was definitely mandatory.
I just stick with Barb. That's all I played last time too.
Three bones.
When are there a Shavas?
Tomorrow, they don't start spawning till tomorrow. So you got all day today to level up your character, get your gear, you know, like try and get yourself some poison resistance.
Gotta get to level 20.
Honestly, if you do the fight right, you shouldn't need any mitigation equipment. You just gotta make sure you're dodging the attacks, but good luck surviving if you don't dodge the attacks.
I didn't get to see a shop at all in the last 2 betas.
That's terrible.
I know.
Did they use it?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. They did add the poison tree guy back.
Poison what?
Poison tree dude. I just posted it.
Yeah, I was looking for him during the beta last time and I could never find him.
Yeah, he wasn't in, but he was in the close beta and they removed him.
What level is he?
He's always level 25, and if he rolls just one shot, he would go level.
Sounds like fun.
But he guarantees drops like level 20.
Yeah, I remember trying to find him but not last one. I looked all over the damn place. No, I never knew he wasn't in the game.
Yeah,
Interesting.
for hours.
Low on precious mana.
How far did you get in Zelda?
Pretty far. I actually... So, I got the paraglider, I unlocked basically the whole trial area, because it's usually how it works, they give you like the whole trial area. And then started doing some of the quests in the overworld. And then, come to find out, there's these big giant chasms, and everybody was talking about these chasms, and I had no idea how they were talking about. But eventually I found one, and like, I was like, oh, well let's jump down and let's see what's in the chasm. And sure enough, I jumped down into the freaking chasm, and it's just it's like
really hard.
It kind of reminded me of like you ever played Minecraft and got to the end?
I have not, but I did see videos of what you're talking about.
Like it's like well, for those of you who have played Minecraft, it was like going to the end of Minecraft. Like it was like a completely different world, like strange plants, like stuff all over the ground, like weird monsters. I fought some sort of giant frog creature, kind of looked like Jabba the Hutt, called a Frox. That was kind of fun. Managed to kill him. Everything down there, though, is infected with a specific plague, which makes things very difficult. So, in many ways, it's actually a lot like freaking Elden Ring, because some of the fights are very, you know, like, you gotta learn the fights and figure out the choreograph of the monsters and whatnot.
I heard a lot of reviewers comparing those 2 games.
So check this out. So in the underworld, there is a gloom. The gloom infects the monsters, okay? And when the monster is infected by the gloom, it doesn't seem to particularly make the monster stronger at all. But what it does do is if the monster hits you, the HP that the monster takes away cannot be restored.
Oh yeah.
So I was fighting the Lionel. I found a freaking Lionel down there in the Coliseum, and I was like, okay, let me try and give this Lionel a try, right? Well, he freaking donks me, hits me for 3 hearts. I only have 4, and all 3 hearts can no longer be healed. So it's basically a 2-shot fight. Like that's all I had was 1 mistake. I could make 1 mistake and potentially beat him, but if I made 2 mistakes, I was dead because he hit me for 3 hearts every single time he hit me, and I couldn't heal up in between attacks. So, like the fights down there in the underworld are actually freaking ridiculous because you got to think about it. If you can't heal up, even in freaking Elden Ring, you could Estus Flask. You can't even Estus Flask down there in the underworld because when a monster hits you, you're freaking done.
It's good that it's hard. And not just like a walkthrough game, you know?
Oh, the Lionels were never easy.
Level 16.
But the Lionels being like, permanent health removal.
Yeah.
And then the only way to get your health back after being hit by a monster is to activate, from what I've seen so far, is to activate these like big giant lamps, which apparently like restore the access to those parts. But finding them is a little bit of a pain in the butt. There's also these freaking like just really cool things that you can make out of like all the little bits and bobs that are all over the place. Like they got freaking rockets and jet engines and like like those swamp boats that got like the big fans on the back. Like they got big fans. Like there's wheels, powered wheels, non-powered wheels. There's lights. There's even these little fuel tanks that you can put onto the your creation, and it won't use any of your battery for the duration of the fuel tank. And then once the fuel tank runs out, it starts using your battery. I mean, like it's really freaking amazing. Like every freaking 5 minutes, I was like, "This is really freaking cool. This is really freaking cool."
Nice.
They have this freaking glider that you can fly, which is really awesome. So like you don't even need it. You don't have to power it. You basically just take off with it, and you can put a fan on the back of it or something like that to give it an extra oomph. But it basically has a lift mechanic. So as long as it's moving forward, there's lift involved. It's a really big kind of a creation, like as far as like the size of Link. Like it's a lot bigger than Link is. And so what happens is if you stand in the center of the creation, it basically just glides straight. But if you walk to the left wing, it starts to turn left. If you walk to the right wing, it starts to turn right. If you walk to the front, it starts to dive. If you walk to the back, it starts to climb. And like you can literally control where this thing goes just by standing in specific places on the wing, and it's freaking cool as all get out. The only thing that I didn't like about the flying machine so far was that there's a timer on the flying machine, so you're only allowed to fly the little glider for like a certain period of time before it poops out on you, which sucks. Did not like the timer. Yeah, I was having fun flying around, like messing with the flight system, and then all of a sudden it started blinking, and I'm like, why is it blinking? Yeah, well, I found out why it was blinking as it disappeared underneath my feet, and I fell to my death.
I'm not ready yet.
You just have to land and like recharge it. I guess there's no charge. You just land and reset.
Well, you can get more of them, like so. It's really interesting. They have all these little tools and things that you can build stuff with, and then there's these machines that are like capsule machines. Kind of funny. They're like big giant gumball machines. And you go and you put in the materials, and it'll poop out a bunch of capsules. And you can take the things out of the capsules, but you can't put them back in. Which basically means that most of the time you're looking at like hoarding specific capsules so that you can create, whatever it is that you want to create at whatever specific time you need it. And like some of them are really important, like anything that has to do with locomotion, like to actually make the vehicle move, is usually pretty important. There's also a control console, which I found later, which is really neat. And basically what it does is it allows you to actually steer your creations. So that one's pretty important. I'm gonna have to get my hands on a bunch of those at some point because you can make a car and you can make it go, but if you can't like steer it, it's pretty difficult to actually be able to like, do what you need to do. The plane, the gliders though can be steered out.
Yeah, I had a good time with it. I only made it to like the second shrine. I just played for like an hour and a half. It's
I
fun.
played for like 11 hours.
Dude, how did you get any sleep?
I got like 3 hours of sleep, and then
Holy
like,
cow.
I'm really tired right now, obviously.
The
Yeah, man,
funniest
you
part was
crushed
the
it.
wake-up call, though.
Yeah,
I was really mad. I was actually really mad when they announced the server slam, because the server slam was on the same day as Zelda.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really wanted to play Zelda. Like I get it, server slam, fun, yes. But and we separated the dates so I could do both. I was actually kind of pleased to find out it was a midnight launch, because then I could play, I could play Zelda before I played the server slam.
You want to come to this boss?
One monster away from completing this one.
Oh, I didn't even realize that this was a boss. Whoa.
The brood guard.
Yeah.
Low on precious mana.
Dreadful Wood Wraith. You guys ever have like a piece of clothing that just seems to like, not only does it like latch on to hair, you know, I'm not talking about like static cling, but like the hair seems to somehow get embedded in it to the point where it's really sticking to you. Like I don't really know how to explain it other than that. Like,
Whoa, stuck. Run.
Like-
Stuck.
it's like the worst possible scenario.
We don't have to like re-clan up, do we?
Next, when the game launches, yeah, none of this progress that we're doing right now is going to carry over.
Yeah, but do we have to rejoin the clan?
Yes.
Somebody have to invite me when you get a sec to make a character.
We're going to probably set up something before launch, because number
Out of
one, there's going
potions, no.
to be a limit to
I'm
the
a hang
number of
back
people
and-
that are in the kinship.
Spam
Yeah,
Hydra.
so- So the last thing we want is for, you know, people who are in the kinship to not be able to get in the kinship because like some randos are in there taking up their space. No offense to you randos, but
Play for 2 days.
No potions.
We
so
never see.
we might have to like do a sign up sheet for Diablo 4, and then everybody puts their username down or something. That way we can get everybody in.
Did you guys re-clan for the plan up for the server clan?
Yeah, we got a clan created for the server clan.
Well, you get an
If you
invite.
can apply, we're not going to accept you unless you verify your name.
Yeah, for sure. It's DK.
Let's see here, I got...
Add on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Or
doesn't
we,
show
who
your
should I send that
character
to?
name. It doesn't show your character name, it shows everything else. I've got Gravity, Zardor, Nebulae, New Leech King, D-Lam, Vzax, and BT16505.
I'll put mine in the
I mean, if any of you
Voice
guys
chat.
are in the voice chat right now and that's one of your usernames, let me know so I can accept you.
Can we take this chunky? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
You guys need my help?
Yeah. I'm dead. Am I able to like rejoin the same fight?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm on my last boss here. Let me just give me a minute. And I'll be right there.
I just applied to the clan.
Oh, it's already dead.
No, one of us is on.
One of us is
No,
dead.
well, if you die on the boss, I mean, we can just restart it. It's not like you're gonna lose anything right now.
Okay.
Freaking tree bones. These tree bones are nasty. Stupid tree bones. Your stupid face. Yeah, Poison Creeper, actually the Druid pet's got a huge buff. I checked the patch notes. Their damage output got insanely increased.
At rank
The,
1.
the active wolf attack, I can't remember the name of it, but like you know how they're passive and then they're active? The active wolf attack got a huge buff.
Active wolf, like 40% to 110.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You get operation that scales to
Die.
Keep giving.
Alright. Done. Alright, I'm on my way.
I got my flesh rending aspect. I will rend the flesh.
It's nasty.
They should add a compass. Why isn't there not a compass? That was a stupid mistake.
I'm not ready yet.
Do you need Breath of the Wild first? No, you don't. But if you have played Breath of the Wild, a lot of the mechanics will be familiar to you. And honestly, though, there's a lot of new mechanics as well. It's actually kind of really nice to play a game that, like has very similar mechanics to what you're used to, but then also introduces a lot of new mechanics as well, so you're not like completely overwhelmed. There was a lot to learn in Breath of the Wild. Yeah. It took some time. I'm really enjoying the weapon dujang with Breath of the Tears of the Kingdom. The ability to customize the weapons is really cool. Like you kill like a boss in Tears of the Kingdom, and the boss drops like a boss horn or something, like a frog's tooth or something stupid like that, right? Like normally you just take it to an NPC or something and sell it, or like try and craft it into something, like at like a vendor maybe. But like the last thing you would probably do is actually have a use for it. But freaking in Tears of the Kingdom, you can just drop it on the ground and then like combine it with your sword and turn it into like a really cool looking boss weapon.
I need time to prepare that.
It's pretty neat. Even just picking up something like a stick off the ground and like combining like a heavy object to make like a hammer. Might not do the most amazing damage, but
I'm not ready yet.
Mobilized.
black screen.
No, just above my head. No, it's like crap. Snared good. That one was spicy.
I just requested Ginger for clan. It's a DNYLSAN. SN. Daniel-san.
Banzai.
Burgard, die Burgard, give me my grimoire.
Oh my goodness.
I also did request Ginger's
Wow.
stuff.
Oh hell. Is this what
That
all
was,
the boss fights are
that
like?
was something.
Or am I just underleveled?
Is Vezax? We're just under geared. Is
Oh,
Vezax in here?
sheesh.
D-Lam? Like, I'm trying to figure out who you guys are. Nebulae? Speak up. Zyrador? Gravity? Sexy Rob? We're doing attendance. That's cool. Bueller.
I put my name in
Bueller.
the chat.
Lulu NPK. Zonary. Borast.
That's me again.
That's me.
Who is Zonary?
Lulu. Lulu,
What
it's me.
about Borast? Lulu is you?
Yeah.
Somebody is Borast? Sexy Rob? Nobody Sexy Rob in here? Nobody's claiming Sexy Rob? Guess there's no Robs in here.
Yep, there's Rob. I'm right here.
Okay, Sexy Rob.
There's a Rob.
What
Oh,
is
dang it.
that?
I might have accepted somebody that wasn't to belong.
Alchemist.
Wax on, wax off.
I upgrading potions.
The potion ladies and Yavashad.
Yeah, I'm heading to her. I was just lagging with being able to click the last time.
Well, you certainly have the look of someone who spends a lot of time in the wilds. I expect you'll also want some of my elixirs. But let's focus on your healing potion.
And a
for
breed a
now.
new ghost.
I have some extra materials we can use this time. If you want to improve your healing potion, I'll not leave these walls. Never again.
I actually want to try out the summon druid. Anybody want to remake another character with me?
I would, but I still have to come back and finish leveling this one. I think I'm gonna start a barbarian.
Why does the necromancer have an apple party outfit? It's literally like shoulder pauldrons, like a gorget around his neck, and then like no
It's a
shirt.
week.
Just like that's it. Just no shirt.
Huh.
He's got some chainmail. I kind of like the look of the chainmail.
Okay.
I do like chainmail.
Huh.
Yeah, I might be back to starting Druid on launch.
I don't think any of this stuff is gonna stay the same. There's gonna be complaints from this too. You watch, and there's gonna be an OP build in this one too, and they're gonna freaking nerf this as well.
It's not so much OP, it's just Lightning Strike is actually misleadingly good because it says like 40 damage, but it can overlap.
Oh, up to 5 times. I know it can hit up to 5 times. That's pretty good.
Just kind of clunky to play because you have to keep casting it every 4 seconds.
I was looking at it
Let's have a look at you.
like previously before they changed it, and it was really quite interesting the way that it would you could stack several different things. There's a buff in the druid tree. It's like halfway down, like in the lightning section, that gives you like a chance to just like spawn extra lightning whenever a lightning attack hits a monster or something like that. And like there's a couple of them in there that do that. And so like before you're done, if you like build a lot of those ones that have like chances to proc extra effects, you'll have like 1,000 extra little lightning attacks just like constantly going off all the time. And then there's also a I know we don't have access to it, but inside the tree, the totems, there's a totem that does the same thing. I can't remember exactly the specifics of it, but it's like an extra lightning attack every single time you do lightning. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Like, I played Druid in the endgame beta, and like I had access to the boons. Since Barb's nerfed pretty heavily now, like Druid's probably gonna be the strongest class endgame.
So let's see here. It's in the totems, and I'm trying to find it real quick. Why is this so freaking ridiculously huge? Like, freaking zoom out a little bit. I can't read anything.
Like, even for generators, the Storm Strike is just overpowered.
Yeah, here it is. Lucky hit. Dealing lightning damage has up to a 20% chance to cause the target to emit a static discharge, dealing 20% lightning damage to surrounding enemies. It's like the absolute perfect one for that particular build, and you would just go like multiple like extra lightning strikes going off. Like by the time you're done, if you do it right, like you should have like tons of lightning strikes going off, and then tons of additional lightning attacks also going off, and then you get like the legendary effects which beef that up as well.
So, you going to do a new character, you said?
Yeah, obviously we gotta get past the tutorial first, but
I just finished my tutorial, Ginger. If you wanna go, I'm free.
Just need that, legendary that gives you bonus for each companion you have.
oh, there's a couple really good ones for the druid. We were looking at some of them. I didn't find all of them myself, but somebody found one that literally turns you wolves and werewolves. Yeah, and there was another one that like gives you that one druid ability, Warcry or whatever, passes that on to your companions, and that Warcry ability is freaking massive. And then there's another one that causes the Warcry ability to I think it increases attack speed instead. Just do it what it normally does. And there's like, honestly, there's a bunch of freaking really good companions.
Like, healing, and for each kill, it reduces the cooldown. And it can also generate spirit, or give attack speed.
Hero name invalid.
Alright, so let's see what the barb does.
Unfortunately, I can't actually build companions, can I? Like, you don't actually get those until like quite a ways into the build.
Yeah, that's why early I used Storm Strike, and well, the ranged Storm one's actually pretty good too, but Storm Strike is permanently vulnerable.
Wouldn't it be better to run melee with that build? Because isn't there like a whole section with the companions where it's like gain extra damage for fighting with them? It's like where is it? I know I've seen it somewhere in here.
Well, Storm Strike is a melee ability, yeah, but it chains, gives damage reduction, permanent vulnerability, and chance to immobilize. It is just overloaded.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It
I was trying to find the one that like there's like a whole ability in here somewhere. It has something to do with like pack leader or something, and like as long as you're in there actually fighting with them, they gain like huge bonuses or something. I can't remember where the hell it is.
Called the Horadrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim.
I was looking because I was looking at this last time, and it was a little bit weak last time, but also it's very difficult to actually make this build with the minimal amount of points that you have, because a lot of the skills are like really far up in the tree.
Yeah, make a decent build.
I should
Let
find
you out
better
with
shelter
the reduced
before I
chance of getting
freeze.
like, it's hard to get the companion. But you should be able to get like 6 companions if you want, which is quite a bit of damage bonus.
Of course, some of these things may have changed. Be looking for something that doesn't exist.
Wow. I already like the barbarian. Let's go.
Barber.
This site's pretty viable. Like, all you need is place paper and landslide and you're ready to go.
Oh yeah, there's also the cyclone armor. Applies to everyone around you. Legendary, which would probably be something you would want for the companion build.
Another abandoned town.
Everywhere.
I'm just really salty that you
Signs
can't
in the
reset
dark.
dungeons.
Yeah, well, blame the hardcore characters because they were abusing the shit out of it.
He's a wild one.
What's it to you?
Those are the same people that would save an exit to prevent death on hardcore. They were using the reset dungeon to prevent their death on hardcore.
There is evil
Well,
stirring
they
in the
can't even
ruins
blame
to
on
the
hardcore.
north.
Like, it's really easy to
Poor
counter that.
monk back there must
I
have
mean,
gone
that's literally what
inside.
they said in the freaking dev update. They were literally talking about it, and they were talking about the hardcore characters were literally using it to avoid death.
While I'm in town.
All they had to do is add a delay to it.
Could you protect us from whatever?
I mean, you could still reset them. It just takes 30 seconds. That's all. It's a very short time. Basically, while you're vendoring, it gets reset anyways. Then.
Yeah, somebody said you just gotta make sure you don't have a portal in the dungeon.
Yeah, if you have a portal, it takes a minute 30 if you have a portal in there. Because it thinks you're trying to go back, so.
So leave the dungeon and then make a portal outside the dungeon, and then when you come back, it should be reset.
Well, the thing is, before I was using it to reset the caves, which you just walk in, do an event, and leave, and that was by far better than dungeon farming.
Yeah, I feel like they must have taken it away because I can no longer find the pack leader. I'm pretty sure it was a passive. It had something to do with like getting in there and fighting with your minions. Like as long as you were close to them, they would get like a damage buff for you being within range of them or something like that. I can't find it now.
Yeah, you see, I've always loved Frenzy, and I've been Frenzy already.
Hmm.
Not ready yet.
The Ravens got a really big buff too, by the way. I was looking at the patch notes. They got a huge buff. It's actually kind of insane because they were already good before. Like I used them quite a lot before, and they were already good.
Forgot how zoomed in you are in this game.
Yeah, I did.
Zelda, I like Zelda a lot. It's really nice.
We 50% zoom out.
The Legend of Zelda. Can I actually join your party? I don't think I can join your party, can I?
Anybody got like a level 10-ish character? Want to join a group?
Last time we had to like... Your party campaign does not match with your party leader. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like follow you.
No, I can see you in the map.
No, I mean I gotta finish the tutorial quest before it's gonna let me do anything else. That's part of the problem. You're already ahead of me on the tutorial quest, and it just gave me a warning. Said that I was ineligible to receive the quest that you were on, or something like that. It was like, warning, your quest does not match the party leader's quest, and blah blah blah.
I'll just wait until you're out.
Yeah, we usually just wait until we get to
Ovashad?
Yeah, Kivashad. After you deliver the goods to Fakerd Kane, and
Is that his name now?
and then he
Fakerd
rides off.
Kane.
It's Fakerd Kane. Isn't he
makes
actually
you buy
Deckard
something
Cain's
for him.
brother or something?
You're the lore master.
Sacred Cain.
Sacred Cain.
It's we killed your brother. We're sorry. We tried to give you a replacement, but wasn't as good.
Just bring it back. Everybody else comes back in this game. No one ever really dies.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
No.
I mean, clone technology. Come on.
So which barb builds are recommended?
All
I'm doing a whirlwind.
gotta try them all.
Basically, starting on... Whirlwind's the classic, I suppose.
Pretty fun.
Should be.
I'm low on fury.
I think the biggest buff though for druids was it got massively buffed. Before it was just a movement skill. Now it actually does.
Yeah, if you don't have to pay for the server slam, you can hop on play for free. Yeah. Just download it. Have some fun. You know, you won't be able to play at launch. Pay for the game, but you can play right now and test that.
Yeah, Whirlwind's fun.
Come on and slam.
Honestly, in hindsight, they probably should not have had the server slam on the same day as Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I guarantee you there's far less people on here right now than there would normally be because of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah, there's huge lineups. People waiting outside GameStop to get
But
it.
then, I mean, where would they have fitted it in?
Next week would have been better.
Well, yeah. No Mother's Day weekend either, so...
No. And
It
Mother's
would
Day
have been
weekend,
better next week.
Mother's Day weekend, Zelda launch weekend, like it's just there's too many like things
Too
lining
many
up this
things.
weekend.
Yeah. But
Like,
if
I
you
don't
have
know why
less people...
I don't know why out of all the weekends they possibly could have chose, they chose this one. And we're only like what, a very short period of time from Diablo 2 Resurrected ladder start. Like it's not even, we're really
Yeah.
still in the very beginning of the ladder start also. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they really should have done this one like at least like a week from now. They should have postponed it.
The cynic in me is like, they're rigging the test. Hey, look, I got onto the server slam with no queues. It's going to be great.
Low on fury.
As soon as I got onto the server slam with no queues, I knew immediately that it was being affected by everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is way easier for them this weekend than the focus of the last time.
Let's just say the server is not getting slammed.
I was just gonna say...
It is definitely not getting slammed.
No.
Well, yeah, and there's also less hype because you've already played all this content, 25 even.
I'm low on fury.
Maybe they could, if they even had opened
Okay,
up like the
there's
first
definitely-
area of Act 2.
There's definitely less hype because we like literally spent like a whole 2 weeks, like or 2 weekends, I guess, in Act 1 already. So we've kind of already like seen it all.
Isn't there like something for getting a character to level 20 though?
Yeah, well,
Sort of
no.
cosmetic.
In this one, the new one is killing a Shava at level 20.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to be level.
They basically were just like they wanted to add a new one in. You can get the old ones though. They said you could get the old ones. So if you didn't get like the wolf pup and whatnot, beta, you can get them during the server slam.
What did you have to do for that? Just get a character to 25, wasn't it?
Get a character to 20.
20.
More fury.
Like that was like the bare minimum.
Yeah, so that alright, I got that alright then. So I'll probably get several characters to 20 anyways.
I mean, we literally got up like 4 characters earlier to level 20, and it only took us like 3 hours. 20 to 25 was a lot harder than 1 to 20.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on this druid. I mean, if anybody wants to group up with me,
I will.
after I get the Java shot, we're trying to get this druid up to out of the training area.
Yeah, doing that with the barb, so...
So Whirlwind, they changed a lot too. Whirlwind, they're trying to go a different direction with it. I don't really understand why they're going with this direction. But what they want to do is they want to make it into more of a damage ability and less of a channeling ability. So they reduced kind of like the fury generation and things like that, so that you can't just hold the button down and increase the damage output. So it does more damage now, but you can't just hold the button down. Then somebody might still find a way to hold the button down anyway, but I guess we'll figure that out as we go along. Is it just me, or does Storm Strike's 50% chance to make enemies vulnerable for 3 seconds seem a little low key?
No idea.
Like, it literally can make the enemies vulnerable like 50% of the time, which means that like everything is vulnerable like pretty much all the time. 50% is insane.
That's how my combo is. I just make them humble and overpower.
I mean, that seems like a good thing to match up with the companions. I mean, if you're going to be in there fighting with them, you might as well try to beef up their damage somehow. And vulnerability is definitely going to beef their damage up.
Werewolf staff makes it so much use of Storm Strike. It's like 5 for free.
I'm low on fury.
And also 20 per attack.
Because the game is not available, you got to change it to the server side, not the regular edition.
Yeah, it's like a...
You can't. We're not playing the normal edition. You got to change it to the Server Slam, which is basically the beta. So if you actually click on the version on the launcher, it'll show you a different version. If you're on a console, you got to actually search for the Server Slam, from what I understand. Well, this is going to take a while. Drop me 1 potion, you little stingy little bastard.
Hola.
Hola.
Hope this is not a crash. Save changes. Yeah.
Man, my damage output is terrible. It's gonna take me forever to kill frickin' Zaltal, the Scarred Baron.
It's kind of slow at the start, but it ramps up.
You've returned.
Storm Strike also has a damage reduction. It's kind of nice. As long as I'm bonking you on the head, you can't bonk me back on the head, cause I don't wanna be dead. Gonna hit you with my big old mace. Actually, it's probably a stick. I really don't know.
Really hate how slow you move.
You are blessed like us now.
That was all of them.
I was playing the Zelda, and in the beginning of the Tears of the Kingdom, like they go down into like the dungeon, and I'm like, let's not go down into the dungeon. I'm like, we're gonna wake some ancient evil, and then like we're like reading the things, and they're talking about the ancient evil, and I'm like, see, this is the ancient evil that we're trying not to wake up. And then like we keep going deeper down, and like, oh look, lo and behold, the ancient evil. And we accidentally wake it up, and I'm like, see, we should have just stayed upstairs and ate some popcorn. We would have been, like, we would have been fine.
Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins.
Like, why are we down here awaking ancient evils?
What I did like about that cutscene is that it was so spoiled, but like, you know how the hand just like falls off. They didn't even do anything. Like they didn't like, you know, try to steal it like Indiana Jones style. It just kind of happened. Like what was it? A gust of wind?
I don't know. Like, well, that's the only thing that kind of saves the scene, in my opinion, is that maybe it would have happened eventually anyway.
Yeah, you know what I mean though.
Like maybe the hand was slowly losing power over time and couldn't suppress
just
him forever.
happened to for millions of years.
Yeah, for millions of years, they just happened to come at just the right moment to see it fall.
He like sneezes.
Or perhaps, you know, like it was going to happen eventually anyway, with their presence accelerated it ever so slightly.
Yeah, something. It was just a little janky.
Only fire can cleanse the darkness in this place.
Could have been the Master Sword, to be honest.
Yeah.
The Master Sword may have gave him the tingles in his nether regions.
Thanks the light. Looking for the town priest. You collapsed.
May have given him the tingles in his nether regions. And freaking Legend Kevin showed up during the Zelda stream and donated like $300.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which I definitely do enjoy. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Pissed off at the summoner Necronurks. I mean, I would listen to Rod on what he was saying. Like, for some reason or another, like all the people that are in those dev updates are like super PR guys. Like especially freaking Pez Radar. Like he's a super PR guy. I wouldn't listen to anything that comes out of Pez's mouth half the time. Like he's just reading off a sheet. Like I swear he's just reading off a sheet. Like. They're like, this is what you're allowed to say, and like he's like, okay, that's what I'm saying then. But Ron, on the other hand, seems like he doesn't look at the sheets, and he I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like he's actually telling us stuff that we're not supposed to know. And like half the time I literally like will catch one of the other developers like give him the stink eye because he lets something loose he's not supposed to. But anyway, he said something along the lines of, you know, just like he's like don't take anything that's in the game now, you know, like as a you know, for sure thing. He goes, because there's going to be balancing changes between now and launch. It's like, you know, like we're working on things like, and even after launch we're going to be balancing the classes. So it's like, you know, he's like, what did he say? He said it's a gradual thing. He's like, we're going to be working on it steadily to make sure everything's nice and balanced. Like it's not going to be balanced right now. He's like, don't expect it to be balanced right now, but it will be balanced eventually.
We're all playing a beta. Got it.
Well, I mean, it just makes sense. It takes time to balance out the game. Honestly, it takes people like like Zan over here to find all the bullcrap builds, and then they get nerfed into oblivion.
I'd be like, guys, look at this! I can summon the power of Thor himself and one-shot this boss!
Then the next patch, we have nerfed the power to summon Thor himself, and he can no longer be summoned. Thor has returned to Valhalla.
Just ruin everything.
And Zan's like, damn it! So much for being a Thor god.
Oh,
Guess
my
I'll have
first.
to go to plan B.
My first legendary.
I'm surprised they nerfed Ice Blades that badly. Like, it's... Even at endgame, it's gonna be hard to make that work.
I mean, I know Ice Blades was a popular one, but I didn't think it was that broken. Like, I tried it a couple times and I wasn't super impressed with it. Twisting Blades getting that giant nerf was hilarious, and like everybody was riding on top of the Twisting Blades, like it was. I was gonna make an inappropriate reference, but the man, they didn't just nerf it. They hit it with a freaking like baseball bat.
But it only affects cooldowns. Like, they barely touched Rogue.
They reduced the cooldown reduction from 1 second per to 0.25 per, which is a 75% reduction.
Yeah, it's just the cooldowns. They didn't touch the damage at all, though.
Yeah, but you just can't spam the cooldown anymore, though. Like, removing that cooldown reduction, or taking the cooldown reduction mostly away, pretty much prevents you from spamming the ability. If you can't spam it, then it's kind of like the Blood Mist cooldown on the legendary. Like, it basically lets you be permanently invincible. Like, all they needed to do was make it so that you're not permanently invincible, and that one would actually be halfway decent. But
that is nerfed too, by the way.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it would be.
The data mine sub doesn't show the item changes.
What are you?
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
Because the legendary itself got nerfed. Perfect roll is like 1 second now. Reduction.
Oh, and Corpse Explosion got nerfed into the dirt too, so.
They didn't touch the poison version though. The dot one is still.
I'm pretty sure I saw that one on there in the data mine.
Nope, still does the same.
Maybe it was one of the
Get into Kyovashad now.
Crowd control got nerfed. Part of it.
This close to the city.
I mean, the damage on it wasn't like super duper. It was better for bosses than Corpse Explosion was, because you could stack the DOTs underneath your feet.
That's still gonna be good, but they had to nerf it because the unique, which you didn't see.
The guy only shows up for details. People show up for what they want to show up for. No, you know, I expected them to make the barbarian tankier because they said they were going to, but I thought, and I did notice that the sorceress was pretty tanky, but it kind of came out of left field that they just like completely nerfed the sorceress's tankiness. They didn't just hit the sorceress with like a DR reduction or something. They went across the board and reduced the duration of flame shield, like reduce the tankiness of this, like decrease the maximum percentage that you can get from this ability, like it's literally across the board. The sorceress is now just weaker.
Yeah, they hit that pretty hard. It doesn't really affect my build, I don't think. Like, yeah, sure, I lose shields, and the damage instantly, that's pretty massive.
Well, Flame Shield got hit pretty hard, but Ice Armor's not bad. And I was using Ice Armor more than Flame Shield anyway. I didn't really like Flame Shield.
Yeah, it's more, you won't get as many cooldowns back.
To enter the city, you must.
We don't have time for this.
It's still gonna be usable. It's just gonna be later on in the game. Like, for level 25, we were really overpowered, like
Take a
almost zero
piece of
cooldowns.
holy
So they
cedar
kind of
from
nerfed
the
that
shrine,
ability, but you
and
should still
inscribe it
eventually
with
get
the
there in the
seal
game.
which troubles you.
That's one of the problems with the cooldowns is that like I feel like it's better not to do the cooldowns. Like it's just let us use the abilities and you know put like costs on them. Like it's much easier to do cost-based stuff like Diablo 2 than the weird ones like with the cooldowns, because then you run into all this like weird stuff where people are just like infinitely spamming the same ability over and over again, like Blood Mist, and now they're invincible. We were talking about cooldown reduction as well, and cooldown reduction doesn't seem to actually affect skills the way that it states. Like it's kind of hard to figure out exactly what's going on, but like you could have like 150% cooldown reduction, and it won't bring the ability down even anywhere near as much as you think it would.
Something about fear or cowardice, perhaps.
Talking about like from equipment and stuff like that.
Swayback, cloudy eyes.
What's weird is just how many changes they made after they came out and said, oh, don't expect the game to be perfectly balanced at level 2025. Some classes it should be stronger than others and blah, blah, blah. And then they did all those patch notes. It's like, okay, so we were testing a game that was supposed to be balanced or we weren't?
Well, let's look at it logically, okay? Some I can't remember who it was, but somebody put out a video of a barbarian like one-shotting bosses with a Thorns build, right? So Thorns gets nerfed into Oblivion, which is apparent that it actually came directly from his video. Like he literally just showed off exactly how you could just make some ridiculous insane build like with that particular setup, and they're like, oh no you don't. And then Hydras were so broken that literally you could just spam them outside of frickin' the boss arena. Like you weren't even in the boss fight, which I think is probably the biggest issue with them. So you were just outside the boss arena fighting the boss, and they didn't like that, so they reduced the duration, which was a pretty good move, because that means you have to like get in there and actually do stuff. And then the damage got reduced dramatically too, which I'm not really sure it needed that heavy-handed of a nerf. I felt like they probably could have left the damage alone, and they could have went to maybe like cast distance. Probably would have been better. Like reducing the total cast distance so that you couldn't cast it like all the way at the edge of the screen. Probably would have made a better overall change.
But they were really tracking metrics on every skill used too. Because some of the stuff in closed beta they walked back a bit. Like the poison imbuement, they rebuffed it to 100%. That's what it used to be. It's just the open betas they reduced it for some reason.
Well, Shadow Imbuement was the winner by far of all the imbuements. I tested them all and I played around with all of them. Shadow Imbuement was by far the best, and it wasn't a surprise that the Shadow Imbuement got nerfed, and the Poison Imbuement got buffed, because those were like the two exact opposites. Shadow was the strongest, and Poison I think was the weakest.
Yeah, even at the 100%, Poison was 100% based in closed, and it was still worse than the Shadow, but it's probably pretty close now. But it was mostly like the single target boss damage one. For clearing, Shadow's always going to be better.
Yeah, I mean it just seemed better like for AoE damage in general, yeah. I'm not really quite sure that the frickin' rogue needed all those movement speed increases either. There was one in there, one change that was really freaking weird, and it jumped out at me as like a ridiculous PvP buff, which I know we're not even in the PvP land yet, but like I was looking at it and I was like, okay, this is silly.
Yeah, like the way it showed the 10 ranks, you can't actually get 10 ranks for those.
Well, I'm assuming that that's plus the skills, so it's 5 placed and then 5 plus the skills, so it probably caps out at 10 from what I can gather.
Yeah, well those are passives. You can only get 3 skill points in that on the tree. Nothing gives plus skills.
No, there's items that give plus passives. I've seen them. They're unique items and things like that.
Yeah, you can only get like a few levels though. Like you're never gonna get like a level 10 version of it.
But I was looking at it, and let's see, the rogue. Where is it?
Yeah, there might be some unique items, but
Mending Obscurity. This one right here seems absolutely insane for PvP. Okay, so let me see if I can. It keeps like freaking changing the page on me. While stealth, you heal 4, and then it's basically 3% maximum life per second, 6% maximum life per second, and 9. And then it goes all the way up to 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30, right? So, like, maximum life per second is a lot. I would assume that, like, if you took, like, how much life I have right now, which is 72, I mean, like, even if it's the lowest of that, like 3% per second is still going to heal pretty fast. As long as you're stealthed. And I'm assuming that she has many different ways to enter stealth.
Alright, I'm done.
So if you max that out on a rogue, you could very easily be fighting somebody, start to lose, stealth off, basically full heal, assuming that they don't find you immediately, and then come back and fight again. And it will essentially be a war of attrition. The rogue will win, just simply because she can essentially keep her health at full and you can't. Like it's a massive heal that allows her to run off, heal, and come back.
yeah, I think.
Alright, you can add me now whenever you're ready.
What?
Yeah, I'll finish the tutorial now.
Okay, who wants to join? I just finished the tutorial too.
Yeah, I'm also done. Or get the tutorial.
You know what? Here, just do this. Type in clan chat.
If you full gear for it, you might be able to get rank 6 or 7 of that passive. If you can get it. And
I mean, honestly, even just level 3 would be like good enough.
But yeah, rogues are definitely gonna need that stuff because they're gonna be very, very squishy.
All right, we got one more slot in the newbie game. Anybody else? The newbie boobies, the newbie boobers. Oh, we're having fun testing out stuff, checking out the patch changes and whatnot. There's definitely a lot of stuff has changed.
Hello.
I gotta try my Sark build after this again. Because it had.
Hello.
I think I got buffed really.
Alright, well let's just go backwards to the waypoint since we don't have that, and then we'll do the dungeons. There's like 2 dungeons down there we can do. Can level up pretty
Sounds
quickly.
good.
Yep. With that.
Frostnova got an interesting change. Like it didn't get buffed, but it didn't get. It got well. It kind of got nerfed and buffed at the same time. Like they pushed it into more of a utility. They increased the freezing on it, so it freezes for longer. But then they decreased the damage. Like.
Yeah, you're gonna have lower uptime on vulnerability.
Like it will. There's a lot of stuff that adds damage for freezing too. So like, in general, having the targets frozen for longer on the source risk is probably in the end going to result in a better overall utility. Especially since Frostnova hits pretty much everything, right? So like, you get a nice little free use. Didn't they also reduce the chilling percentage on it too, though? That was another ability. No, I wasn't talking about the freeze. The freeze they increased the duration from 2 to 3.
Yeah, no, it's Deep Freeze that got the chilling nerf.
Deep Freeze got the chilling nerf. That's right. That's right. Atone thy darkness and atone. What would that be?
You're sorry?
I mean, yeah, I guess it's sorry would be close. Oh, I've got the Wings of the Creator emote.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Sorry.
You gotta add it
apologize.
in. That's usually what you do. You just add it in. You do customize, and then you do sorry or whatever. And you can add it onto the wheel. Then you can grab the buff. Did I not click save changes?
Sorry.
What is Mark for blood?
Huh, bunch of potions. That's kind of cool.
Mark for blood is for PvP. Just makes you like stat bonus debuffs for combat.
It's time for Bloodhound.
I need more fury.
Basically just like hustling people.
Mark you for blood.
Love the animations with the weapons. Oh my, this is good.
Boy, somebody ripped this dang horse in half. That's rude. Don't you guys know you shouldn't rip a horse in half? Don't do that. Don't do that. Is it true the druid is the worst class? No. That's some meme stuff that people be starting on the internet because they want to funny. And then it didn't help that they posted the video of the druid doing like 1 damage with his pulverize or whatever. But I'm pretty sure the druid was probably level 1. I had a lot of fun on the poison build, but I mean, they didn't touch the poison build really all that much. I don't got no abilities to do nothing with bonging you on the head with my stone fire. Can't barely kill a hatchling.
You guys going to the mine?
We're in the infested cottage right now. We're still on the way. We're en route, doing all the events and things that pop up en route.
I swear I saw people come down here. I was so confused.
You did see us come down here.
Not bad.
Some booties. I need a hat to put on my head. I need a hat.
I need a respec.
Stupid bone wall out of my way. I will beat you. I will fong you. Alright, let's see who in chat knows where that comes from. Where does I will fong you comes from? F-O-N-G. Fong. I will fong you. I will fong you within an inch of your life. Only men of culture know where that comes from.
Adamar.
That movie always cracks me up because, like, there's that one scene where what's his name is literally just walking down the street naked.
I like the Nike symbol.
What did he call it? The walk of shame or whatever. He's got that freaking fancy ass voice too. So he's like, the walk of shame. The Baron of blah blah blah. The Salamander of Mastery. Must have caught my second wind. My eyes aren't heavy anymore. They said, no, sir.
The protector of Italian virginity.
Yeah, the protector of Italian virginity. funny. We still haven't given away the name of the movie, but we've certainly given plenty of hints to whoever wants to guess. You can't get it by now.
Is it a Mel Brooks?
If I can't get it, I probably really didn't watch it.
You should watch it. It's hilarious. You kidding me?
Or maybe it was a long time ago.
Up, Dr. Keffler got it first. You were close though, Jordan. You were close.
Well, you gonna say what it is then?
Knight's Tale. Heath Ledger.
That's a good movie.
Very
But I
good movie.
actually didn't see it.
Wasn't the second actor? I want to say second in command. Wasn't the second in command actor also on Firefly, the pilot?
Yeah.
And
Robert Baratheon.
I want to say the third in command, the one that was naked walking down the street. He became popular in another show later on too, didn't he?
He was literally Vision and
Yeah, Vision. That's right, Vision.
and freaking Infinity War and all those movies, Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And I like his movies too. Wimbledon. You ever see Wimbledon? The tennis movie.
Oh, there's an event down here. I think so. Honestly, Knight's Tale is just an absolutely great book. I literally sometimes will just pull the movie up just to listen to the beginning of the, you know, like the, it's not the Queen version of We Will Rock You, obviously. It's the Knight's Tale version of We Will Rock You, where they got like the trumpets and everybody's in the stands, you know, like pounding their feet and clapping their hands, and like it's really freaking good. Love it.
They had a lot of good music.
But they did it on like, you know, like old French and stuff like that, which I thought was weird. I knew it. There was nothing down here, so I knew the freaking shrine had to be cursed. Honestly, I like clicking on the cursed ones.
Yep, they're good.
My favorite part of Knight's Tale is literally where he's like, I love you, so I shall win for you. And she's like, if you truly doth thou love me, then you shall lose. And he's like, lose? And my boy over here, like, second in command, he's over there like, he's like, you don't understand. He goes, I bet everything. I bet everything on us to win. He goes, if you lose, we lose.
Frenchman will not win on English soilers. Or English will not win on French soil.
What do you think we're gonna do? Sleep inside with the pigs? Yes, William. We'll sleep inside with the pigs.
Freaking great quotes from that movie. That movie's hilarious.
How do I cast my freaking skeletal muses? Oh, never mind.
So which one of these skills is like battle artist? Or there's no battle artist?
I mean, there's a couple. You got a couple shouts and various things. You just gotta look at them.
I really hate this map setup.
You
When
also
I do
gotta,
that, I
it's,
keep
it's
falling
not
behind.
just as simple as like this is the ability. There's also the buffs for the ability. So you gotta like see what the buffs for the ability you do and like what you want to do with them. Some of the shouts though got nerfed in the patch that most latest patch. There was a lot of the war cries and things got like cooldown like increases or like duration reductions and like I guess they thought they were too OP or something.
permanent update on those shouts, though.
Oh, permanent what?
You could have permanent update on the shouts.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they were doing a lot of balancing on the barbarian. Like, there was a lot of like survivability decreases on the barbarian, but then they, they specifically said that they increased the base survivability. So it was just balancing. They were trying to like balance out the fact that they had to increase his base survivability.
What war cry should I get, guys? What do you want? Iron skin?
What's wrong with this ghost? Why is he not moving anywhere? I don't understand. What'd you say? Survivability for the barbarian.
I apologize.
You should definitely grab Iron Skin. Iron Skin is amazing on the barbarian. We cannot get this guy to move. He will not frickin' move. He's just standing there like an idiot. I don't know if we need to like hump his leg or like what's going on, but he don't want to do nothing.
Oh, sorry.
I think this might be bugged.
Hello.
Let's just go to the dungeon over here since he's being a turd.
Greetings. Hello.
Let's do the same thing, saying hi to him.
The Lost Arcade.
There he goes. He just said something.
Right when I walk away, dang it.
Maybe you shouldn't be in the circle.
I thought you had to be in the circle to make it move. I thought that was the entire point.
Don't leave! Don't leave, Ginger!
I'm coming back.
He was asking you not to leave.
I mean, it says escort the soul. Like I thought you just needed to stand in the circle. Like, but
I think
the time ran out.
The more guys we kill, well, maybe.
I mean, the time ran out because it wouldn't move. It didn't have anything to do with it. With us not doing the quest.
But there's a bar that's moving. Is that moving up as we kill stuff?
Try dragging the monsters into the circle. Let's see what happens if you drag them into the circle. Everybody come back here. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I mean, we basically have an infinite EXP grind here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we were in the circle the entire time. He just seems to be stuck.
Yeah, you still have to kill anything that's on the red dot to progress.
You got no red dots. Did we all try? Everybody come group up again.
Maybe there's a red dot outside of the area. Maybe we just run around and do the work. I don't know.
Well, it's possible that monsters bug out and phase out or don't exist.
Are you still there? Are you still there?
Yeah, it definitely seems bugged.
Yeah, let's go do the dungeon. He's buggity bugged. Buggity buggity bug.
Is fresh meat coming for me yet?
Fresh meat. You better have iron skin ready.
Yep.
Like some of the barbarians could kill him early on, but it was only the barbarians that took iron skin. Like those of us who were trying to optimize damage output, like we just got our butts handed to us. It was actually pretty crazy with the barbarian. His survivability was so bad in the beta. I remember I had to use like every single kind of like survivability legendary. Had like the armor on attack and like the little barrier from like attacking elites and like all the different little doojigs. I had like everything, just to keep him to the point where he wasn't getting his butt whooped on a regular basis.
It's so much better now. I'm zooming through the game. I haven't died once.
I think they made a mistake. They put too much into barbarians. I don't even want to talk about this thing. Let's just call it a mistake on their part because they put too much of the barbarians' survivability into his skills.
Alright, lagging out, I guess. No.
Melee characters or tanks in general, like, have all their survivability tied to their skills. There should be the innate survivability within the class. Then yes, usually when it comes to like MMOs and things like that, the tanks usually do have what's called a oh crap skill, which is basically how they survive, you know, like specific events. Like if a boss has like a one-shot ability, you're gonna save your big defense attack for the one-shot ability to
Yeah, I was
counter that
insane
one-shot ability.
lag just now. My god.
But it's not something that you have to use all the time just to tank a boss. It's something that you use when you need it. In fact, paladins or like tanks in general in MMOs that spam their cooldown usually were met with very swift death, as they didn't have the cooldown ready when the boss was about to use his big attack. I remember several times on my captain, because he had a force taunt. Occasionally I would have to, like, because the tank was being stupid with his abilities, I'd have to force taunt the boss off during the one shot and basically take the hit. And usually I could take one hit, or one big hit every certain number of minutes, and I was okay, but it's not like the tank that has like 3 or 4 cooldowns and shouldn't be in that position.
So iron skin, when it says absorb, does that mean absorbing damage that you're taking?
I can't remember exactly how Iron Skin works, but I think it builds Fortify and some other things, like as it... I can't remember. There's a legendary, though, that you definitely want to get, though, that increases the duration of Iron Skin pretty massively. Makes it into a lot better skill.
Wow.
Not ready yet.
What's up, guy? Oh, good. A damage weapon.
Hmm.
Raider checking in. Yay! Big old staff to conk that dude ain't on the head. Big old staff to conk him right on the bone, on the head, gonna make him freaking dead. Bonking. I'm not gonna lie, some of these druid staffs look like they would really hurt people on the head with. Like this one seems to be like a moose antler or something. Like, I bet you a moose antler probably hurt you, hit somebody on the head with that. Probably do a little bit of damage. Got some little spikes on there. It's probably got some heft to it too, you know.
I don't think I like this skill that much. Let's go.
Poison enchanted. Still haven't found a single legendary yet, by the way.
Same.
So,
I found a ring.
I'm actually kind of liking this new drop rate. Like, I don't really want legendaries dropping all the damn time. It was feeling a little bit too much like Diablo 3 in the beta.
Well, you get the guaranteed one from doing the quest campaign, so that you get the guaranteed neck. And then I got to ring off the last guy too. So I got 2 right at the end.
I mean, I made one legendary. That's about the only thing I've done so far.
Yep, I made 1, got 2, so I have 3.
Definitely a lot more in line with what I'd like to see, like drop wise.
Oh, really? It's like level 20 something that you would normally start getting them more often.
Yeah. It makes you wish there was some kind of magic find thing, though.
I mean, they did explain a very interesting mechanic, which basically has to do with monster types apparently have a higher % chance to drop specific items. So they were going over this during one of the dev updates, and they said, like, skeletons, for instance, apparently have a higher % chance of dropping crossbows or something along those lines. So, like, if you wanted to try and farm for the unique crossbow, like, they were saying that you would probably go farm skeletons, specifically. So you go find a dungeon that has lots of skeletons in it, and you start farming that dungeon for that particular unique item. And they alluded to the fact that every single monster apparently is going to have like a specific item that they have a higher % chance of dropping over others, which means that we're probably going to see, like, I don't know what the particular hat the Shaco is, or like, you know, the Wind Force bow or something like that. But if you're trying to farm a specific item, you're going to see those characters farming those dungeons over and over again. Which, I mean, is kind of like a form of magic find. It's like targeting magic find. It's kind of the same thing. Like if you want a spider, you know, arachnid's mesh, you're probably going to go farm Mephisto and Helmet Spell. Various things like that. It's kind of similar.
It's unbelievable. In like 3 weeks, basically, we'll have this game. Finally.
Yeah, finally.
I definitely admit the companion crew definitely does seem very interesting. I like the poison creeper, the way the poison creeper works. I think they did a good job with that. And the ravens, I think the ravens are amazing. I don't like how they don't follow you around. I'd like them to follow you around like in Diablo 2. I like them to see them, I guess. But like the active use on the raven skill is, it's kind of like a tornado that you can just spawn on top of the target. It's like the movie that's like Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
Yeah, pet build is pretty strong.
But I mean, I haven't even used it since they buffed it. Like, apparently they buffed it, so we're gonna see in a little bit here when I get high enough level to actually put some points into the Ravens, which I'm approaching that level. So I'm getting there. I need to put a couple more points, I guess, at the Bloodhowl. And I think that should, and that brings me finally to the companion tree, so I can start putting in some companion points. I wonder what to do when Mr. Sir. Gonna keep on bonking you with my antlers back. This freaking Storm Strike ability is so basic though. Like, it's gotta be, I feel like I'm using Concentrate on the Barbarian. Like, it has gotta be one of the most basic abilities. It's literally just bonk, 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 bonk.
Whoa.
I remember when I was killing frickin' Bale on my solo self-found Barbarian, and I'm sitting there using Concentrate on him because it's the best ability, and I'm just like, he can't kill me and I can't kill him, and I'm just sitting there holding down the button. Just like listening to the rhythm of the beat. Eventually, one of us will die. Eventually. I mean, what are my other options? Last I got Claw. Claw seems okay. I mean, it had lots of poisoning damage on it, which I think there is a poison damage companion build too. It's like you can add poison damage thanks to the minions and some other things. So it might not be terrible, but I don't know. I can't remember right off the top of my head. I think it's in the poison tree.
Aspect of the projector.
Wind shear is ranged and it gives movement speed.
Which one?
Wind shear.
Oh, well, I want to be melee. I kind of want to be in there with him. I was thinking about doing that kind of like that lightning spread build along with the companions, but I know I don't have enough skill points for that right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm running. I think I wanted a one-handed weapon though, because it's really clunky unless you have a lot of attack speed.
Use Storm Bonk instead of Storm Strike.
So how these aspects work?
You imbue them into a thing.
Hmm. Oh wow. A big damage upgrade.
Try that for right now.
Speak with Veronica.
I got a hat. Oh yeah, I had a staff in the chest that might be better than this.
Well, you certainly have the look of someone who spends a lot of time in the
How
wild.
do you get back to town so fast?
Or teleport.
Oh, I think I missed the waypoint there.
Scroll of Town Portales.
Yeah, in closed beta there was scrolls to teleport to people and like town and stuff.
I really wish there was still scrolls. I don't particularly like this active portal thing. I think it's inferior to the system that Diablo 2 has.
Nicely.
I mean, there's a couple reasons why it's inferior, but basically it involves the ability to place portals at specific locations, not specifically your location, which means that you can do other things like say for instance you wanted to go do a specific quest, but your friend needs a waypoint, but he's not at his computer at that particular moment. So in Diablo 2, you could go to the waypoint, make the portal, go off and do your quest. The portal remains at the waypoint, right? So that's superior, in my opinion, to the way they have it here, which is if you want to give your waypoint to your friend, you've got to stay at the waypoint until he teleports in. You can't go do anything until he's there. And then once he's there, then you can go off and do your thing. So you can't drop portals on specific places, you know, like as you're going along. Like, you're like, oh, hey, I found a, you know, whispering chest over here. Like, I'll throw a portal on it if you guys want to come get it. I'm going to go off and I'm going to see if I can find the waypoint or something like that. You know, like there's a certain advantage to being able to drop a static portal that these I don't even know what the hell to call these portals. That these portals just don't have. Like, they're less. And horrible grammar here. They're less good. Like, they literally are just less good. They're very much so less good.
So is there a way I can go to you guys quickly right now, or no? I was gonna walk.
So if you go to Kjolvashad, there are 4 portals just sitting next to the waypoint.
I just did.
They're basically always on, and you can click on any of the portals, and it'll take you to it. Unless we're, of course, unless we're in town. If we're in town, then you're gonna have to just find us.
I just did click the Kjolvashad waypoint, I think.
I mean, I get that they don't want to have frickin' town portal scrolls in our inventory, and maybe that's what they're thinking, that like this is superior because the other way is just simply like taking up inventory space. But I mean, if they want to make the scrolls of town portal infinite, then by all means. They don't want to have anything in your inventory with a scroll of town portal on it, then by all means that's fine too. But like, I think it would be cooler if we could just create the portal. Plus, there's a certain amount of fun to saying portal up. You're just like,
my TP.
Like,
my TP.
Like, who's got the waypoint? Portal up, man. Portal up. I don't know. They're missing out on like all the fun shenanigans that are involved in like portals, especially like hot TPs and things like that. As much as I hate it when I accidentally go into one and die, like it's funny.
It's engaging,
like,
yeah.
It's engaging. You know, it's scary. It's like, oh my god, I almost died.
As I'm sure
Why would you do that?
Seemingly mundane object.
But like what? What are you talking about?
That frickin' portal at Neelith there.
Oh yeah, not to mention teleports are instant cast in Diablo 2. So in this game you gotta have like a whole thing. You gotta wait, and I swear the monsters deliberately target you. By the way, I've figured that out. Like they will deliberately hunt you down. They hunt you down and like try to like murder you while you're waiting for your freaking portal to pop. I was on the Necro and had my full army out, and literally my army's fighting the enemies, and the enemies are fighting my army, and nobody's even paying me any mind. And as soon as I hit the portal button, the second that I hit the portal button, all the monsters just beelined straight for me. I was like, that is really super obvious. Come on now. Come on. Alright, let's go back to the starter area, because there's like 3 more dungeons there. Let's go do some more dungeons. We can just level up real quick in these dungeons. There's honestly no reason to do the campaign unless you really want to just... if you haven't done it yet, I mean, I did the campaign like freaking 4, 5, 6, 7 times last beta.
You get a guaranteed neck amulet.
Takes a long time to finish the campaign though.
Yeah, it does. It's probably not worth it.
I don't want to get to 20 and kill a Shava as my goal.
Like, I know.
Yeah.
I literally did the campaign on multiple characters. It takes way too damn long. It doesn't, it's not, it's not quick. I mean, granted, I'll do it. I mean, I'll do it on my freaking main character with the voice but like, you know, I'm not gonna do it on like the 8 beta characters I make real fast. I'm just testing out stuff. Gearing these guys up is going to be insane. I don't even... to be honest with you, I'm probably going to have to hop off here eventually, because I need to get some sleep. And then I'll be back on tomorrow, but... like, by the time freaking Ashava spawns, I'm probably not gonna have very good gear.
Yeah, I don't know how you're so alive, man.
I don't think most of us are even gonna have good gear by tomorrow.
That'd be fun.
Looks like the drop rates are definitely a lot more difficult. I mean, nobody realistically would expect you to fight a world boss on day 2 of the game, anyway. But you know, that's basically what's going on here. We're basically being asked to gear up our characters for a world boss on day 2. Heck, in Diablo 2 Resurrected, latter day 2, half the time our characters can't even complete hell difficulty by themselves.
Mine's Stoking.
Casuals.
I haven't even found a rare yet.
My fire druid's doing really good, by the way. Did you see my Mang song, Zan?
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Did that level 35 guy ever spawn for you?
Oh, I never got there. We got sidetracked and I did something else.
He changed him, so he only drops the mace. He doesn't drop
Any loot?
Yeah.
Exploitation.
But there is a guy that drops a level 20 sword that does shadow damage bonus.
Yeah, I killed him.
Added to the packet. That gives you poison resistance instead of like so that's good.
Yeah, we might have to farm some poison resistance. Also, if you get a socket, you can put the gem in there to put some more poison.
I haven't even found a gem yet.
Oh, I got plenty of gems.
I haven't found any of those things.
I will beat you down with my mace.
I will hit you in your big old face. I don't know. It's like it's as I see this kind of a system with like the static TPs like they have. I realize they're not like some of these changes are not necessarily like for the better. Like no overlay map, it's not for the better. The way that teleports work is not really for the better. Like I'd rather have the old town portals than the new town portals. I would really like to have an overlay map for people. If you want to leave it off by default because you don't like it aesthetically as a developer or something, blah blah blah, or artistic reason you want to come up with, like I'm totally fine with that. Turn it off by default. Give me an option to turn it off. Like the mini map is terrible. You know what the mini map reminds me of? It reminds me of a mini map from like back in like 2006, 2007 era, like Dungeon Siege style, or like back when there was no like given standard. Did we just get glitches? I could have sworn I heard something. I don't know. Just not really like the best quality like mini-map. And I played tons of games, so there were tons of games back in the day that had various mini-maps of various like strengths and qualities. I do still think that Diablo 2's mini-map is one of the better ones. Like the 4-player groups. I think most people are pretty opposed to the 4-player groups. I don't even know why they went with that.
Not ready yet.
Maybe because it's easier to balance. You think maybe that's why? They think it's easier to balance 4 players over like 5 or 6.
I don't know.
I think it's they don't want a lot of things on the screen. They want to keep it simple.
Couch co-op, baby? You think maybe it's because of couch co-op?
Yep, 4 player split screen. It's been like that for a long time. The last like 10, 12 years of development. T3 had the same issue.
Yeah, but the problem is that like you don't have to cap out the groups of 4 players. 4 players first.
It's the choices they made. You go read tons of forum posts. It's crazy. How many people complain about it and they just don't care?
Damn, dude, this weapon's badass.
I mean, if I compiled all the like petty things that we're talking about into like a list, it seems better, but like they're just such small little quality of life things that like if they just touched up on it a little bit, we'd be golden. You know? It'd be like how I look at it is like this: imagine somebody brought you a free car, right? But it had the most horrible paint job. Like, just the most horrendously nasty paint job that you'd ever seen in your life. But it's an amazing car, you know, good engine, like, you feel like it's a good, solid vehicle, right? But, like, maybe it's painted, like, puke green, and it has, like, Coochie Mama in pink on the top of it, right? Like, you would probably want to make some small changes to make the vehicle into, you know, something that you would be proud to drive around, right? Not necessarily that it's a bad car, but that you'd like to see some, you know, moderate adjustments to, you know, like just the quality of life of the vehicle. Like, you know, maybe the vehicle doesn't have a cup holder, and you really like a cup holder, and, you know, like it's some of the stuff is so small, and it's just like, can we please just like get this?
Oh, wow.
And they're like, no. Like, imagine if somebody were to give you a car with the God, I can't even remember the word I'm looking for now. With the compulsory requirement that you not paint it. So like the car, it's like a free car, but the car says Hoochie Mama on the top and it's puke green. And they're like, yeah, I'll give it to you, but you're not allowed to paint it. You can't change the color. Like you can't cover up the Hoochie Mama. You gotta drive it around. You're like, what like at that point you'd probably still take it because it's a free car, but you wouldn't like it.
Wow.
It'd be a story that you tell your friends. They'd be like, so why is your car puke green with Hoochie Mama on the top? You're like, well, it was free. Okay. First off.
Nice. 2 poison resist rings.
It was free. Quit judging me.
I did 10 camels and only got 1 legendary.
I did a bunch earlier and didn't get any. I mean, some of the side quests are pretty good, AJ. Are you actually reading the dialogue and stuff on the side quests? I mean, I'm not because I've done them all, but like some of them were really good. Like there was one with the freaking guy that got his like skin torn off. I can't remember the name of the guy for some reason.
Oh yeah,
that one was nasty. Like he was like, the freaking succubus was like torturing him / pleasuring him at the same time, and he was like more. Like he Dude literally had his skin torn off, and he was still begging for more. Freaking Vigo's quest was pretty good too. Like, I liked his whole storyline, and I don't want to spoil his quest because his was pretty good. So if you haven't done Vigo's quest, I seem to be stuck and I can't move.
Oh,
I don't know
wow.
what the hell's going on.
That's what
Let me try
leads.
it. Oh wait, no, there we go.
Up to...
Definitely pay attention to Vigo's quest. Oh, I can finally get something. Do I get Raven first, or do I get Wolf?
Not ready yet.
Poison Creeper was, I thought Poison Creeper was a buff more than a damage output. Okay. Poison Creeper it is. Grab Poison Creeper first.
Like rank 1 Poison Creeper with both upgrades for duration gives it to 70%. It just one-shots everything.
Yeah, the little boy possessed by the demon quest, that one's pretty good. Actually, that whole quest line is basically you following around a woman who actually like exorcises demons. That's like her whole thing. She exorcises demons as like a job. She goes around town and you kind of follow her around and help her exorcise the demons. That quest line's kind of cool. And then I mean, Vigo's quest line is really like most of the main storyline. Friggin' Anarius' quest is really cool. I like going to talk to Anarius. They really nail Anarius. Like he's about as vain as you could possibly get. When you get there, he's literally staring at a painting of himself. There's a lot of fighting this boss. That's really loud. What'd you say? I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's just I'm a little bored with Act 1, obviously, because well, we've pretty much covered like the majority of this area. The Fractured Peak zone has been done to death at this point. Maybe if we could go back through here on a harder difficulty setting. Yes, that's the dude chained up who's wanting more. Yeah, that's him. That quest line's pretty crazy. You get like a special dagger from that quest, I think. Sean said the butcher showed up and one-shot him and then left.
I must wait.
He said, "Bull." Oh, I don't know if any of you barbarians might want any of these weapons. They're not any good for me. I mean, you can check them out and see if they're better than what you got.
Yeah, this one is.
Alright, well that is... Why is there a gate key on the ground?
What gate key? You mean this gate key? What's that from?
Here,
I
I
have
guess.
I have no gate key.
What do I prefer more, Necro or Druid? And I'm always kind of a Necro guy, but I'm trying to have check out the companion Druid. I want to see how good he is. I'm only just now like breaking into the companion part of the tree because it takes quite some time to get there. But yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit to get it buffed up. Like 3 more levels just so I can put 1 point into each one of the companions. Like what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more levels until I can get like 1 point in each, which buff, which is kind of a lot, especially considering I'm already level 12. So chances are I'm probably not going to get 1 point into each one.
kind of want to try out the Blood Lance Necro now, because it's actually looks.
They did put a lot of buffs on that. That was in the patch notes. There was a bunch of buffs to Blood Lance. In fact, a bunch of the blood skills in general got kind of some interesting changes. They're trying to make the blood tree more attractive.
But the problem in closed beta, like, you were tanky as hell, but you didn't do much damage.
Well, yeah, you should be super tanky, right? I mean, you've got, like, your the blood orbs themselves heal you every single time you pick them up. Why is this quest not going away? Every single time I come over here, the quest is back. Oh yeah, the skeletons are very weak. You kind of have to use the defenders if you're not going to put points into the masteries. And even with the masteries, dear Lord Jesus, they won't stay alive, like, at all. It's really quite disappointing what they did to the skeletons. Like, they're... I mean, looking at the patch notes, I can only assume that they're actually going to be about the same as they were before if you build into them. But I don't have the points to fully build into them. I don't have the plus the skills to fully build into them. Like, I can't see the future. So, like, I don't know if they're actually going to be any good. And I don't really understand the change. Like, I really don't, because they weren't really that tanky to begin with. Like, if you didn't put any points into them, they more often than not would die in just about every boss encounter and had to be constantly resurrected. It's not like they were some sort of tanky beasts that would just stay alive through every single, like, encounter. More often than not, you had to micromanage them a little bit, and it did end up causing, you know, like, some strife, like, especially when you were relying on them for corpse regeneration or whatever, you know, specifically that you were relying on. But, like, you didn't if you didn't have them, they weren't providing the bonus that they were supposed to be providing, and then, you know, you ended up worse for the wear. But the they already were in a situation where they weren't quite providing what they were supposed to provide, and you had to constantly micromanage them. So, like, now they're at the point where literally, like, most of the time they're dead, and you're trying to resurrect them, and there's not enough corpses on the ground to resurrect them because you literally they're just always dead. And we were talking about the priest earlier with the necromancer. Like, the priest is a misstep. Like, I feel like the priest needs to be either taken away or reworked. The skeletal priest, I think, literally just is worse than just re-resurrecting your skeletons. Like, if let's say I'm in a boss encounter and I have a limited number of corpses, okay? I'm looking to minimize my corpse expenditure. Like I'm a freaking Scrooge McDuck or something, and, like, every single corpse is like a gold coin, and I don't want to spend it, okay? So, in a situation where I have a limited number of corpses and my skeletons are dying on a regular basis, I'm looking for the most optimal way to keep those skeletons alive. And the skeletal mage is not it. The skeletal mage literally heals for, like, nothing. It doesn't even heal for what it says that it heals for. It says it heals for 10% of the maximum life of the skeletons, but there's absolutely no way that's happening, because you can pop like 20 or 30 of them, and literally you still won't full heal the skeletons back up to max, like, from half. So if it's 10% per corpse, and they're at half health, it should theoretically take 5 skeletal mages to heal the full group. But instead it takes like 20. And here's the problem with that. If I just let the skeleton die, it costs me 1 corpse to re-resurrect him. If I have to heal him with the mages, it might cost me anywhere between 5 to 20 to try and keep him alive. And it just makes absolutely no sense in a corpse budget world to spend 5 to 20 corpses trying to heal a skeleton when I can just let him die and resurrect him. And so they need to rework the skeletal priest, like, a lot. They need to figure out the healing Like at bare minimum, the skeletal priest needs to be doing like 25% HP per heal, because it needs to be about the same cost as letting him die and resurrecting him. So if it costs me 1 corpse to resurrect a skeleton, and I have 4 skeletons, then you're talking about 4 corpses to resurrect all the skeletons. So it should not cost me more than 4 corpses to heal all of the skeletons in my group. Otherwise, at that point, I'm at a net negative on corpses, and I might as well not even use the priest. And the priest doesn't even offer that much of any benefit over anybody else anyway. It gets a slight damage buff. I think it's like, what is it, like 20% damage buff, like for a couple seconds, like when you use the skeletal priest. We're starting a dungeon if you guys want to join us.
Yeah, service. Trying to figure out codexes again.
I mean, the only thing I've found out so far is that like the defenders are pretty tanky no matter what. Like even with no investment into the tree, if you build the skeletal defenders with the negate damage every 6-second buff, it allows them to actually survive. So if you just want to have like some tanks as a necromancer, and you don't necessarily want to like full build into the summon tree, but you want to at least have something that's gonna, like, you know, be a meat shield for you, the skeletal defenders with the negation damage buff actually work pretty good. And you don't really have to invest much into them for them to do their job. I mean, they'll still die, but they don't die anywhere near as much as like any of the other ones.
I must wait.
There's quite a few new mechanics in here as well.
Damn. A rock spell hit me in the head.
Bonk.
That was it funny. Kinda cool.
Yay! I can finally get another one. Grab the ravens next.
Not ready yet.
War cry. Oh, it's got a huge cooldown now. Holy crap. Need to upgrade my potions too.
How long are you playing? Will you be rotating people? Rotating people? What do you mean? I mean changing characters? I'm probably going to be testing a lot of people. I wouldn't expect a lot of like gameplay though, like, because I already did a ton of it in the beta. I actually plan to do a lot of videos over these next couple of days. This first day is gonna be mainly just like me leveling up characters and stuff, but maybe the second day too I'll level up a couple more. But we're gonna be doing some videos on the various classes and talking about the various builds and stuff. I think that's gonna be fun to do. I want to get at least one video done on every single class. Kind of like going over the builds, talking about the different abilities. Still need to play the melee rogue, which I haven't done a lot of melee rogue yet, but I've played with pretty much everything else. I'm trying to think what other builds I haven't played around with.
So I killed the poison tree guy, and the ring is level 25 requirement, so we can't even use it.
Try turning it into a legendary. It lowers the requirement.
Well, they said they fixed that, but I don't know if they did or not.
Oh, we'll try it anyway. And let us know so that we can abuse your results.
I can't use the codex, so that's legendary too.
You can't use a codex on the ring?
Well, you can use the codex for that bug.
Oh.
You actually legendary.
I didn't think it was a bug. I thought it was just. I thought the item itself was bugged. That's what I heard. Somebody was telling me that the items that the guy was dropping were dropping at a weird eye level.
No, that's normal. They just decided they don't want him to like that.
Well, I mean, like, I guess what I'm saying is I've seen a bunch of items in the game so far that are usually account bound. They usually drop from specific monsters, just like the ring, and they seem to have very specific eye levels set to them. And from my understanding, some of those items were given higher eye levels than what they actually have, or lower eye levels than what they actually have. Like there's some 0 eye level items and some like level 10 items, which definitely shouldn't be level 10 and 0. They're set that way. So it was my understanding that the way that the bug worked was that they had deliberately set the eye level of the item to 25, even though it wasn't supposed to be 25. So that when you imbued it, the eye level actually went to what it actually was, and not what they had set it at.
No, that's not it. That was supposed to be that level. But the issue was extract the codex aspect.
I can't use this polearm that I just dropped at trigger gun. So is this even worth unlocking?
You can still farm it. I actually farm it without unlocking the stronghold.
Yeah, isn't it like a little bit lower level without unlocking it?
Because it should drop. Well, actually, you don't want to farm that one.
Well,
there's a bit of a drop range. It's typically like -8.
Yeah, I got a 25 polearm. We'll see if I can do anything with it.
So maybe they did change that too.
Oh, there's spiders all over me! Spiders over me!
What was the other stronghold that was eventually the town one?
Yeah, I unlocked 2 out of 3. I'm on my last one.
I'm not
So you
ready
could
yet.
farm that one. Yeah, that one.
Core, you're heck
Or Dragoon. Making me run away. Yay! Hey, +1 rank poison creature armor. Helmet. Oh. Hey, stop making me run away. He's terrifying, y'all. He's terrifying. No Raleigh. He's terrifying.
Oh, nice. +1 whirlwind.
Sweet. There's a really nice legendary for Whirlwind that you can also get on a pair of gloves, and then also with the Whirlwind legendary effect and plus the skills, and it works really good. So you got double swing. They beefed up double swing, by the way, in the patch notes. I don't know if it's any good or not, but.
I've got ones that just one-shot me.
Yeah, you can't get hit by him, even at level 20.
Not without some sort of damage reduction.
There's a lot of poison damage.
What, Java? Oh, the tree.
Tree dude.
Well, the poison damage just seems to burn through things, too. I noticed even with Java, when she would poison me, I'd throw my barrier up or my iron skin or whatever, and you would watch it just burn through the barrier. And a lot of the times it would burn through the barrier and then start working on your HP too. And you'd like barely survive.
Discord again. I need health potions. Where are you?
How did I get wolves?
It's one of the Leia things. I tried to do it on Rogue, and I did it like level 50.
Low on spirits. My spirit, yo. Oh, nah. Well, we didn't complete this one. There's still more to go up here. I'll be heading back.
I must wait.
We're gonna kill everything in there.
One of the Druid passives every however many seconds on the stuff that prioritizes pottery.
Interesting. Well, once the pottery's gone, it should hit the monsters next. We still got one more construct to kill somewhere. Let's check the map. Oh, we missed it. Look at that. It's all the way back there in the beginning of the dungeon. Rats.
So this is the actual backtracking that I've heard about.
I mean, we missed it. Is it really backtracking if we missed it?
Well, okay.
We
Well,
walked right by it. Like, we're the dummies.
oh, okay.
Like what they're talking about in the thing was that like you had to backtrack. Like there was like even if you did everything correctly and you explored everything properly.
Oh yeah,
like
there was no choice.
You were required to backtrack, which is different than this, which is we're just dummies and we missed it. We the big dummies.
Do the shouts override each other or add?
I
They
don't
add.
know.
They add?
Yeah, they do different things. Yeah.
Well, what if we both do rallying cry?
Oh, you mean the same? Oh, two different bars.
I'm not ready yet.
It just changes the duration. Keeps override.
What's up, Ernaldus Razor Pulse? I've talked enough crap about Diablo 4. Let me say something nice. The names of the elites are hilarious. I don't know where they got these names from, but Ernaldus Razor Pulse.
I just noticed it was the elite's name. I thought it was a guy in your chat.
I'm not ready yet.
And we get to run all the way back.
There's the other bar, but let's see what happens when we both do rallying cry.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, well, just hit me first, and then I'll see if I like go super fast.
Alright.
One, let's jam.
Nah.
I couldn't tell.
No, no change. I think for best effect we alternate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I personally never liked it when one class was like ridiculously overpowered, and that's all anybody would ever play. I came from the time period when that kind of stuff was normal, and I hated it. And then I also hated the inverse of that, which is when that class would get nerfed, and then nobody would want to play with that class again because because they were no longer any good. Like, I remember back in Final Fantasy XI, the druid was like the bee's knees. I mean, not the druid, sorry. The dragoon was the bee's knees because he had the pentathrust, which was like insanely good as a weapon skill. And it was so good that literally everybody was playing the damn dragoon. And then patch comes along, nerfs pentathrust, doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as it was doing before. And then nobody would freaking group with the dragoon anymore. Like, so anybody that dared play the class was just like shunned from existence.
Conduit shrine.
Oh, it's a cursed conduit shrine. Nice.
I've got road gloves with +1 barrage, +1
Yeah, I like that. I like how,
like within the kinship already, we're calling out items and sharing stuff, you know, holding on to the good dude jank.
people be like, man, I got a +1 whirlwind pair of gloves with a freaking light sound effect on it.
Oh yeah.
Be like, I could use some +1 if you don't mind.
Oh wow, I didn't realize how good this helmet was. It's freaking amazing.
What's that?
It's +1 poison creeper and +1 rank wolves.
Nice.
That's nice, especially since I'm doing a companion druid. Looks like that's staying on my head for a while. We got a boss down here. I see him. The defiled guardian.
Conduit shrine did it.
Die. Alright, I guess we're ready to go. I'm level 14, working on 15.
You
14, working on 15.
Oh, this is the Brood Guard one again. You guys ready to get wrecked? Oh, you had to run in there and aggro the boss, didn't you?
You had to run in and aggro the boss. Couldn't wait.
What's up?
Had to poke him in the gonads.
Alright, you ready? Let's do a timed event. Are you ready? Everybody gather up your abilities. Right. Nope, don't use any just yet. Alright, and everybody, let's use them all at the same time. Let's see what kind of damage we can output. Alright? 3, 2, 1, go. That's not bad. I saw his HP bar move.
I must walk.
I saw it go down pretty quickly there. That's kind of nice, actually. Because each of our abilities, like, especially like the big Shelf and like my Shelf and you guys got different abilities that increase damage and vulnerabilities. Like, I think it actually does pay off to focus them on the target all at the same time. Like, because then you get like all the damage bonuses together at once.
Whoa.
That hurt.
Yeah, big time. Oh, lost the potions.
I mean, he's almost dead. We're working on it.
we trade like any like magic or rare items?
Yeah, magic, rare, normals. You can even trade some legendaries, but it's only if it says not account bound. So just look and see if it says account bound. If it says account bound, then the answer is go. If it doesn't say account bound,
What?
What'd you get? One shot?
Yeah.
My
like
absorb
half-life.
saved me. Oh, shit.
Hold on. Trying to clear this out. Oh god, pain.
Oh, whoa.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Save me!
That was a while ago.
Save me!
Screen. I'm doing pit runs, man. I just came across this little jaw run.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
It was the jawliest of ruin.
Oh, I thought I read you.
I'm still dead! Don't leave a man behind!
I'm trying. I'm running out of HP myself here.
Pull them. Oh, I have no HP. Oh,
no,
I was just gonna run for that one.
Knocked me.
Oh, wow.
Did we all die?
I got an immobilize or something like that, yeah. They freaking immobilized me and then started pouncing on me.
Dang.
Guess we get to go again. Do better next time, punks. Who's not here with us? Because we're going to boot you out the group.
You're
making it harder on us.
I was thinking if I needed to toss on another poison ring.
Not ready yet.
You got it already in here. No, running away. Come back here. All she does is run away.
I must wait.
She's a very angsty spider.
I'm not ready yet.
Wow, nice knockback.
She's not using full Kathos. Or she could be now.
Potions on the ground.
I must wait.
Dang it. The ravens do really good damage, but only if she stands still. She moves so much, she runs away from everything.
No, don't get caught down there.
She pretty much does act just like Blood Raven. She runs away. As soon as you start hitting her, she runs away.
Or those death knights and chaos.
Grab him.
Thank you.
Welcome, man.
Hey, right side of dying, you get a
Leave
potion.
no man
refill.
behind,
You get
yeah?
a potion refill.
Yeah.
Alright, ready? Let's hit her all at the same time. Wait till she stops. 3, 2, 1. Nuke her. Nuke her.
Not ready yet.
You lose DXP when you die in that game?
You take durability damage. Your stuff starts to break really fast. If you die too many times, everything's broken. You take cost a whole bunch to repair it too. Oh no. So much poison. She dropped like 1,800 poison DJs on the ground all at once.
There she goes.
Nice.
She dropped me a demolisher, a big giant hammer.
Brutal. I like it.
You need me to cast a Decrepify on her?
Yes.
Yeah. Jack for drops.
I got a big giant hammer and that's about it. Seems to be a little bit better damage than what I got.
Done.
Big old monster mole.
Impressive.
Well, level 14.
I also didn't upgrade my potions yet. I need to do that.
Ooh.
Alright.
That's back in Nevis, great.
I think I'm gonna turn this helmet into a legendary. This helmet's really nice. Probably upgrade it first, right? There we go. Now I got it to level 3. Nice little upgraded helmet. Let's go legendarize it.
Where's the potion lady at? Isn't she in here? In Kievashad? To upgrade the potions, or am I in the wrong spot?
Yeah, she's in here. Should be on the quest if you haven't talked to her. Should be a little quest icon.
Oh, I don't think I've done that.
Nice. I got one of them little elite barrier doojanks. No good codex entries for rings.
Man, I got lucky earlier. I found an ethereal thresher and with no sockets, and I rolled it. Got 4 sockets, made my insight, and got a 17 meditation and a +5 crit.
Oh, nice.
I was
That's
like,
good rolls.
wow.
Honestly, not much difference between +5 and 6 anyway.
Somehow I've managed to play my way all the way to like level. I'm 87 now, and my Merc has no leech because I'm using the Cure Helm. That thing is sweet, dude.
Oh, there she is.
There's so much poison in this game that you don't really realize, but once you have the Cure on, you realize it.
Well, it's not even just the poisons; it's also the curses.
the amps and-
It's
yeah,
so
all
hard to
that
live
stuff.
without. It's so hard to live without freaking cleansing or fade, like, or
Not
even
while
both.
I'm in
Like once
town.
you have it for a while, and then you start realizing you're just always cursed, and you're like, okay.
It
And all
seems
the-
like it shortens whenever I don't have any CBF yet. It seems like it shortens that duration too. I think. It seems like I don't stay froze as long as I should if I didn't have the Cure on me.
Well, freeze duration is by cold resistance. So the higher your cold resistance, the less
Okay.
the less the duration is.
Maybe I'm tripping.
You might have added in more cold resistance, but
Yeah,
yeah, you
maybe.
definitely the cold resistance helps reduce the freeze duration.
If I just come across the burr run, man, I'll be set. necros are a blast when you have the teleport. I'm sure you know.
Oh yeah, you just gotta stop one
Do you want a serve it? Because I'm probably not going to play much more ladder. I'll give you my sir.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you half a burr. Yeah, because I got Zelda and this, and I probably won't play much, so I was going to give all my stuff away.
Oh, dude. I would be more appreciative, dude, because
yeah.
I haven't bought D4 yet. I'm still up in the air on it.
Yeah, well, DM me on Discord. It's D space K, and I'll meet up with you.
Are you D4ing right now? I don't want to ruin that for you.
Yeah, I'll do it here. If you DM me on Discord when I get done here, I'll meet up with you.
Yeah, we're playing Diablo 4 right now. It's Server Slam Day, so I mean you can
Server
play Server
Slam.
Slam for free. It's not like you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
You can hop on and you can test it out. It might sway your opinion one way or the other.
I would drag y'all down horribly, man.
You don't gotta play with us.
Yeah, man. There's no dragon.
You don't gotta play with us. You can go off on your own and just like start, you know, playing with your willy.
Hey.
If that's what you want to do.
Let me see if I can figure out how to do a DM over here.
Yeah, DK in chat.
That's the beautiful thing about these betas and server slams and stuff is that it gives you a chance to test out the game and play it.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd be able to play the different classes and choose one, but the problem is every time I play a class, I just fall in love with it and then I want to play it.
Yeah, one of the things that I really liked about like the beta when I played it the first time that I was actually kind of surprised about, because I went in with preconceptions. I did. And the preconceptions were basically, you know, like I don't really particularly like barbarians, so I'm probably not going to play a barbarian. Like I really like this class, so I'm probably going to play this class. Like, and when I played the classes, honestly, I didn't really hate any of them. Like, and that's a really kind of like a big compliment. Like, I didn't particularly hate any of the classes.
How does the necro feel compared to the last beta that you had? Did they nerf him pretty bad? It seemed like they nerfed
The summons definitely die a lot more, just like they said they would. I mean, there's some issues with the summon necro that need to be kind of worked out, and I hope they address them. But
they die a lot no matter how you build them, even if you buff them, they still die a lot.
Yeah, they were still dying a lot even with the buffs.
I don't have any ask.
Level 31 skeleton mastery. You don't want your shit dying so quick.
I mean, the thing is though, is even as a summon necro, like if you max out summon skeleton and summon skeleton mastery, and you get your summon resist, and like you get all your plus to skills and everything, and your arm of King Lyric, your skeletons are still gonna die. Like it happens, but you don't expect your skeletons to just get like wiped out in one attack by a boss. Like, you know, you expect it to take a little bit of effort for the boss to take down your skeletons when you got them beefed up to such an extent. But, like, it didn't really seem like that, like, playing recently. Like, it really kind of felt like the skeletons were just a little weak. But it's complicated by the skeletal priest not really doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
I feel like if they fix the skeletal priest, it might be alright. Because if what they want me to do is be active in keeping them alive, then I'm fine with it. But give me a way to actively help keep them alive. Like, the skeletal priest isn't good enough. It doesn't work. Like, if I sit there and spam the skeletal priest until my heart, like, stops beating from exhaustion, it doesn't help keep them surviving, because it doesn't do enough to actually, like, beef them up and heal them. Like, fix the priest so that when I do press the button over and over again, which is what you want me to do, which I perfectly understand, make it so that me pressing the button actually does something. Yeah, it's really interesting as a concept. It just doesn't work properly in the game. So basically, how it works is when you have maximum summons and you use the skeleton skill on a corpse, instead of summoning another skeleton, which is what would happen in Diablo 2, it summons a skeletal priest, which comes up temporarily, does a heal for your army, and then disappears. But the problem is the heal is so ridiculously tiny that it might as well not have even happened. I don't know. I'm not really sure they understand what's like the logistics of it, like, because it doesn't make much sense when you actually think about it.
It sounds really cool.
I mean, we were talking about it, and we're like, you know, in Diablo 2, you just let the, like, if you had like a really badly wounded skeleton, you'd just summon another one, like you would just keep summoning them until they're all replaced. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like it costs you a couple extra corpses to resummon your army and refresh everything. But the thing is like the skeletal priest costs way more corpses than just letting them die. Like, you could just let them die and resummon them. Like,
honestly, I play a lot of my skeleton. They'll die if I mean, P1, my skeletons very, very.
And that's the general idea, is that if you don't build them, if you just have them and you don't build them, then yes, they're gonna die. But if you build them, then they shouldn't die. Like, if I put all my points into them and grab the, you know, the legendaries and the passives, and I have all the, like, the plus the skills that I can get, they should not be dying on a regular basis. Like if I'm running 3 skeleton mastery, 3 skeleton mage mastery, 3 golem mastery, I've got the buffs, you know, things like that. Like, they should be tanky at that point.
Wow, they're so far distance away. Barbarian Masters of Battleless all the way over the other side of the map.
Ginger, did you play
I'm playing Druid right now. Why, what's up?
Oh, nice. How's the summon buff on them?
Oh, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to level up so I can actually put points into it.
I was hoping the legendary buff.
I love bubbles.
Well, the interesting thing about the companions is that I feel like they're very good secondary abilities. Like, you don't necessarily have to build companion to be a companion druid. Like, the Raven is really nice damage output, and I use that a lot when I was running non-companion druids. Like, he has it's a crit bonus while they're being hit by the Ravens, and then there's they become vulnerable when they're inside the swarm of the Ravens. So, like, the Ravens in general, like, can work really well in, like, just about any build you want to put them in. The Poison Creeper also has the same kind of thing going on. So when you look at the Poison Creeper, he has a what is it? Passive, active, immobilizing them for 2 seconds and poisoning them for lots of damage for 2 seconds, right? So it immobilizes them. And then on top of that, the immobilize could be increased by 1 second to 3 seconds, and then you can increase the where is it? Your critical strike chance is increased by 20% against enemies strangled by the Poison Creeper. So it immobilizes them and increases your crit chance while they're being strangled. And then there's some other buffs that you can get later on. I think there's a legendary that affects the Poison Creeper as well. But, like, they work really good in tandem with other abilities. I think there's there's an event down here. Let's do the event.
Yeah, I used the Poison Creeper a lot. That was really good.
I mean, I would definitely recommend to use either the Poison Creeper or the Ravens.
I was using a landslide build last time and using the Poison Creeper to immobilize for additional damage.
I think the Ravens actually work out to better damage output than the Poison Creeper. Even though the Poison Creeper gives you 20% crit, and the Ravens only give you 5. The Ravens last for 6 seconds.
Right.
And the Poison Creeper only lasts for like 2.
You don't take the crit. Well, crit may be late game, but you take the duration. It does 2 seconds.
I mean, I don't have enough points for anything right now, but I'm getting there.
I had really big immobilized synergies, so having like a screen-wide immobilized was just amazing.
Well, the other thing is
Oh,
there's a
well,
lot of
first
passives
gems.
and things in the tree that have to do with immobilization and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's like when you go through the tree and you look at the druid, you've got lucky hit. Your storm skills have a 10% chance to make enemies vulnerable, and then charged atmosphere every 18 seconds. Lightning bolts hit nearby enemies. Then there's the where is it? Lucky hit, up to 10% chance dealing damage to a vulnerable enemy, immobilized enemy, or stunned enemy. The lightning bolt also hits them for 55% damage. And then electric shock, dealing lightning damage to enemies, has a 5% chance to immobilize them for 3 seconds. And it all feeds into each other, because you got this one that has a 10% chance to just lightning strike anything vulnerable, immobilized, or stunned. You've got another one that has a 5% chance to immobilize for 3 seconds. You've got the poison creeper, which you can use to immobilize, which also has a % chance to proc the lightning. And then you've got some of the lightning skills also come with like immobilization, like lightning storm has a 8% chance to immobilize enemies for 3 seconds. And like you feed it all in together, and before you know it, you've got like a bunch of free lightning strikes popping out everywhere. And, like it's pretty crazy with the crowd control.
I liked how charged atmosphere also destroys destructible objects around you as you run around. It's really cool.
Yeah, and I think you get spirit. Like if you have a spirit generator and it hits objects, it gains spirit from the objects as well. So you have like a constant regeneration going on.
Didn't you check out that helm I posted?
What you got?
The Ashava Killer.
Poison resistance helmet. If you upgrade it, the poison resistance actually upgrades with it.
Nice.
There's a couple dungeons over here, I think.
Getting into Ministrad.
Enhanced wolf pack, increased damage to immobilize, stunned, or slowed poisoned enemies. Yeah, that'll work really good with the whole immobilized, stun, lightning strikes. That's a whole build right there. Just lightning with companions. Uh-oh, there's Rot Splinter. Is that the one that frickin' like wrecks people?
Yep. Don't get hit.
Don't get hit, he says. I'm already got hit. I already got hit. Save me, save me. Oh, I just leveled up. Nope, I got hit. I leveled up and then got hit. Come over here and help me kill this boss monster, guys. He's a big old meanie. We need the whole team because we're probably going to die a lot. We probably need those to die. He does lots and lots of poison damage, and he one-shots people, so we're probably going to have to res each other. He drops a really cool ring, though, which probably will be nice for us. I don't know if we can even use it, but we'll try.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. Don't
Okay.
get hit.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Don't get hit, guys. I said don't get hit. What are you guys doing getting hit?
No, we weren't expecting that.
We'll resurrect real quick. No, he's gonna one-shot you. Like, don't get hit.
Is he like 35? Oh, 25.
So you mean a barbarian can't fight this guy then?
No, we need to kill him now. We need to harvest his ring.
Oh.
It's a unique monster. This is a special boss.
Alright, we can do this, guys.
We just gotta slowly take him out. You know, use your ranged abilities. potion up. Stay at as long as everybody doesn't die at once, we should be fine.
This guy's harder than a shovel.
Aw, I rezzed you, but then I died.
He's kind of overkill. Even level 3 still
What?
I'm just trying to stay out of the front of him. Like, the spiders don't seem to do that much damage. It's really him specifically. Like don't let him touch you.
What's that, a venom pool?
It's nasty, he's nasty.
Yeah.
It's a poison.
Did he leash? Oh, he leashed. Okay, so we can't drag him that far away. He's got a leash.
And yeah, if you wipe, he resets too.
Well, we didn't. I was still alive.
Oh no.
Oh, he just one-shot all three of us.
Oh my god.
This is beautiful. I love it. Keep it up.
Barbs can't do anything, man.
Yeah, Barb, yeah.
You just gotta move in behind him. Don't attack from in front.
He like butt shotted me with his butt.
Like I was having marginal success trying to stay out of the front of him. Like, don't get hit by his swipe. Looks like he got staggered. Get in there. Oh no, wait,
No.
He did get staggered for a very brief period of time, and then he de-staggered.
Classic butt stomp.
Yeah, the old classic butt stomp.
I wasn't even buying. Holy smokes.
Gave you a hip check.
This guy's fun to fight though. He's got lots of little tentacles and like I don't even know what the hell's going on with this boy.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Oh shit.
Oh. So that attack also one-shots.
Yeah.
Dude, I was way out of his range.
Oh, come on, I just respawned.
Ah.
I was way out of his range.
Oh, no. Cool down.
This is like a mini world boss. Oh, we got him down to half too. Pretty sure my equipment.
Oh, I pushed him through. Ah.
Not ready yet.
Ah.
Might not want to kill the little spider. So they explode.
Oh.
Thankfully, I've got a couple nice attacks that I can put on him that I don't have to actually be within range for. Try not to pull him too far away; he might leave. Go back up toward his spawn point. We got him at half health. We don't want him to leash and respawn.
That'll work. Oh, I was right on the edge of that one.
Alright, he's at half.
Whoa, no.
He's going down slowly. It's taking some time, but he's going down real slowly.
No, this poison is insane.
I see we're not dying as often. No, don't want to jinx it or anything, but it looks like we're doing better.
I don't know what just happened.
You gotta watch out for his freaking nasty ass poison pustules. He's got some really nasty poison pustules.
Ooh.
I'm almost out of durability.
Oh, everything's on me broken right now. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep fighting him. Most of my stuff's skill damage anyway.
Wow, this is a slog though.
I mean, he's dying. He's at what, 33%?
Jeez.
Your equipment is fully broken.
Yeah, mine too. Get back up here.
It doesn't get any more broken. Maybe. I don't know. Might be. I'm literally just running around him in circles because I know if he hits me, it's the end.
This is
I look, no, don't hit me. No, can't hit me. No. Not allowed. I do have several nice attacks though that can be used at range.
Oh, that one missed.
Ravens are actually pretty decent, like AoE, ranged AoE damage. He got me with one of these bubbles.
Oh, I was mid animation.
Oh no!
Couldn't run. Oh no!
Don't run too far away. He might have to leash. He's almost dead.
I'm not ready yet.
If your equipment's fully broke,
you just go back to town to repair it later. It'll be fine.
but you get an award for a
Oh no!
You get an award for getting your equipment fully broken?
An achievement, yeah.
Really? Get your butt back up there.
Yeah, good. Got like a knockback or something?
Yeah.
Not ready yet.
Nice. Yeah, keep him up here. Keep him
Oh.
around.
Has a long cooldown though. Ah, dodge.
We got him so far. It'd be really sad if he leashed right now. Oh no! God dang it! Oh, did we all die? No!
No way.
Oh man, we all died at once. He freaking like KO'd 3 of us with one attack.
Should we go repair?
Yeah, let's go repair.
If we all leave, will he despawn?
No, he's a unique. He's always there. He'll be there when we come back.
Right, let's do this, guys.
He'll be there. I don't think anybody else is killing him.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and I'll stay here. Just come back on me.
I'm gonna get some health pots. I'll bring some full rejuice, guys.
We do need some full rejuice.
Need some conviction aura.
Yeah, and I need to raise my merc.
Cost that much to repair.
The antidotes for this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to raise my merc. Got that cleansing aura.
Yeah, get them. Actually, you know what? Some potions might not hurt. Some freaking poison pots. You're not even joking. I'm gonna go grab them. See if I can craft up some poison pots real quick.
Yeah.
So that's actually a thing.
Iron barb, poison. I need howler moss.
You can take what's left.
I need 2 more howler moss.
Yeah, I don't have any howler moss. Can I buy some?
You can craft it.
Found a new boil on my hand that mixed 17.
This crafting system is so confusing, I swear. Like, why can I convert like every other item into every other item? Like, what is going on with that?
Okay.
Like, why does every item in the list also convert to another item on the same list and then convert back into said same item? Like, it's really confusing.
I found out they did fix the bug, so even if you do get a ring off of, you can't use it.
So we're killing him for pure spite then.
Yep.
I can't craft anything.
Well, I got mine. I'll use it when we go kill him. I got my equipment repaired. Got my little poison potion, which I don't think is gonna help me very much versus him anyway, but. I think the key with him is stay out of melee range, unless you absolutely have to be at melee range. Stay behind him, definitely. Avoid the pustules. I mean, we were doing a hell of a lot better toward the end there. Like, I feel like we were dying a lot less. It's just occasionally he would do like a swipe at just the wrong time.
Yeah.
And he'd catch us all in the middle.
Just be range class.
Who's still out there?
I mean, range
Trevor?
there only helps. I'm ready. I'm just waiting for you guys.
There are a few things in life that are quite as satisfying as a level 28 corpse explosion.
Hey, puppies.
Hello.
Alright, we're ready? Let me drink my
So-
potion real quick. Alright, drinking my potion of poison resistance.
Oh,
A
no.
lot of damage right off the gate there.
Alright, maybe I'm... number 2 area. Yeah, okay.
Oh, dang it. Why did I try and res? He just came up and swiped me and was like, boy, don't be resing nobody in my house.
Where is he? Get your ass back up there. Oh, I missed.
Not ready yet.
Ah, even with the absorb.
No.
The absorb doesn't work.
No, he hits really freaking hard, and we're at a lower level than him too. So he's level 25, and we're only level 15. So this is kind of like what it's going to be like to fight the Java. She's going to be higher level than us, and it's going to hurt.
Like some hit and run.
Oh, nice. Oh, dang it. I tried to get out of the frickin', you're the last one alive, man.
Oh my god.
You stayed alive, okay, good.
Oh! I made it just in time. Survived just long enough.
Yeah, just res as fast as you can, because we don't want to make sure that we don't all die. That's, because if we all die, then he's going to reset immediately.
Not ready yet.
Oh, not ready.
We're getting up pretty low.
Still not
A
ready.
little bit further. Watch out for the pustules. Oh, dang it. I didn't even... How did he get me? I swear he reached further than normal. That was weird.
I know, he got me with that reach too one time.
He did got me with that freaking reach attack.
Oh! Alright. And there's this like effect when you get killed and pop like that. It's like
For the
ouch.
pustules.
Like, try not to kill the spiders, because
Oh, you little
they
punk.
one-shot us.
So wait, that's what causes it? I thought they trigger that when they get near you.
No, you see they die and they explode.
That threw me off. No. Alright, I actually thought killing them was a good thing because they triggered when they got close.
It's because you're killing them. That's why.
Ah.
Get back up here. Man. Oh, dang it.
Don't die,
Freaking
Sam's
the
up.
dicks for you, man. Don't die, don't die. Okay. We're back up. We're terrible. We're terrible. We die.
We're
horrible,
awful.
horrible
We're
people.
awful. Real.
Be better than us. Be better than us, pathetic poor souls.
Is your chat giving you crap?
Dude, this boy is tough. He's level 25 and we're level 15. I don't care if they give me crap.
He's almost there.
He's almost.
I know, we're back.
We're
No,
so freaking close. We're so close.
Alright, I'll just skate. I'll skate the whole time and not die.
He's dead, yeah. Watch out for the evil poisons.
Alright.
The ring of the splintered wood that we cannot wear.
It's kind of nice though.
Nice.
11% lightning, 11% poison, extra poison
socket.
damage. With a socket too.
Yeah, we're never using this item, Ginger. It's level 25.
The ring of the splintered. Well, there was a bug, and we were testing to see if the bug would happen. Like, but Zan said it's no longer working. So.
Wow, what a fight!
That was very fun, though.
Yeah.
But that guy can kill you even if you're level 30.
Dang.
So this is veteran difficulty, and that is a unique monster, and that is a very fun fight, and that is a good sign because that means that when we get to World Tier 3 or World Tier 4, World Tier 5, we might be looking at some pretty rough fights.
Yeah.
People are gonna have to have their resistances in order. Mitigations. I'm pretty sure that mitigations are gonna have to be at a certain percent for you to even fight certain bosses. During one of the dev things, one of the like really nerdy like math guys was like, and if you don't have like this percentage of such and such, like you're probably just gonna die. And I'm like, ow.
Well, like at level 50 when you're going into Nightmare, you know those orange ghosty guys that shoot range stuff? Those would just tear you apart if you don't have resist. And also there's going to be more unique monsters just spawning throughout the world, like rare packs.
Why does he not have a ginger beard? Why does my boy not have a ginger beard? I don't know. I got lazy and I just did like an auto. I did an auto. Oh man. Man, first couple hours into the stream, I didn't know if I was gonna make it. Now I'm like, not even tired. Not that I wouldn't like to go to sleep, but I'd also like to play some more Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. You can make all these little simple machines in there, and there was like a freaking minecart, and there were some rockets. I put 2 rockets, one on either side of the minecart. And freaking Joy in chat was like, why don't you put them all on there? And freaking I put them all on there like an idiot, and the freaking minecart just like took off, couldn't even stay on the rails. Like flew off, freaking I landed on the ground, and then the minecart hit me in the head. It was beautiful. Let's be honest, it was beautiful. It's funny because the druid is like a very specific body type. Like I've known people in real life who have this body type. It's a very large, and I don't want to say fat in any way, like because I don't want that to be like on the tongue. It's like just a very big frame, very large kind of a person.
Big.
Like kind of reminds me of like. You know what he reminds me of the most, like when I look at him, is who's that Street Fighter guy?
Honda? Hey, Honda?
Yeah.
The Street Fighter characters. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head.
The Russian?
He was one of the original ones, I believe.
Zangief,
I'm pretty sure he
Honda?
was. I'm pretty sure he was the Russian one.
Zangief.
Oh man, I need.
Probably Zangief, yeah.
Does anybody have a lot of veiled crystal?
I was trying to pull up a picture of Zangief. Like,
Real
yeah,
shit.
this is it right here. Yeah, this is him. Let me pull up a picture on stream real quick. Like, this is what the druid reminds me of whenever I see the druid, and like, especially without his shirt on. Like, he looks he just looks like Zangief, like a real big monster, like big huge shoulders, like shoulders just really wide for no reason, like chest really wide, like it's not even muscles, like, because it's this, that's not what Zangief, like, that's not like the only thing about Zangief that stands him out from a regular person. It's his frame, like the frame of him is just huge. Like, he has a very large skeleton, I guess would be the term to put it.
Big bone.
Hello.
Can you buy Veiled Crystal anywhere?
Nope. You salvage rare items.
I can't even imagine like what would be like a normal body weight for somebody with a build like this. Like, if you have a build like this, if your skeleton is like this size, I would imagine that you would just be you'd be a rather hefty boy, and that would be like your normal weight.
Yeah, like, I mean, 6'8", 350. That would be like normal looking.
He has the Thor body frame from God of War Ragnarok. I mean, he's a chunky boy. Take off his shirt. Hold on. There you go. Look, see? Look, he's even got the hairy Zangief chest.
Well done.
The triangle patch is pretty interesting.
Now the druid female on the other hand.
I like it.
She looks like Karen. Like, she looks like a very angry Karen.
Karen.
Looks like a country strong dude right there.
Oh man. Guess what, guys? It's been good running, but I'm gonna call it here.
All right.
Alright.
There's actually a bunch of people who made Karen memes of frickin' the druid.
Alright, chat. So like I said, I'm getting pretty tired, and I think I'm gonna have to just call it right here, honestly, because yeah, I'm kind of beat. I don't know if I'm gonna have a refresher and then more streaming. Kind of doubtful, but we'll see. But as always, you know, I try to get videos out every day or every other day at the least. So again, thanks a lot for the support. Do keep it coming, and you have a good one.